and they start acting
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah,
fool.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's a sign telling us that we need to upgrade again.
Hey, I was messing with the other one, but that shit like
uh,
the shit we pay per month, it cost that
hmm
much per week in that motherfucker.
Exactly. I was like, man, these niggas tripping. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? What's been good with you?
Shit, man, I've been living life, just getting back from the fucking being out and shit,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. That's what's up.
that shit, definitely. I'm like, shit,
What you
it's
what you,
not for
what you
me,
went out and did? What you mean it ain't for you?
man. Waste of
You the
time, man. I
godfather
can't
of this shit, bruh.
say what?
I say you the godfather in this bitch. Go or
Shit.
not.
Hey, I was watching the sun come up. I'm like, oh shit, man. No, you have been
Yeah,
normal. I'm like, shit, man. Damn. It ain't for
I
me,
feel you.
bro. I'm like, shit. Cause usually I go out, man. I'll be out like I probably go out like 9 or 10. I'll be back
hmm
before midnight.
Facts. Facts. I feel you.
And shit, I
I
like
used to go
hell.
out
No,
late night
even
all the time
when I be
too.
overseas, well not when I be at other countries and shit, not go out and shit. Man, I be in the club, I be in that motherfucker, whatever. And I'm like, shit, be like 12, 1. Like, shit, it's time me to get back. Man, I can't. Cause usually I'll be out
Yeah,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and shit. And I'm like,
yeah.
man,
You
I'm
know
ready to
how it
get back
used
to
to
the
be.
crib, man. I enjoy home, man.
hmm
I
I was
enjoy
just
the
talking to
crib.
my homeboys about that, man. I
Yeah.
got an echo on my shit.
I probably shouldn't have an echo. Well, I don't hear echo
No.
on it. Maybe just your
Oh, okay. I can just
yeah.
hear the echo in my shit. All right,
Right.
but yeah, man, them motherfuckers.
And that motherfucker had a good run. I was watching the market, man. I had bitch had a good run like 2 days ago for the Nvidia earning. It was
hmm
decent. It wasn't what it motherfucker wanted, but it was all right.
Yeah,
It made
it
good
gave a
good
little money to us. It wasn't no groundbreaking money, but it gave us something.
not what it usually be. Why my shit? I got it going live on IG, man, but that motherfucker it's showing on the other one, but
But you
I'm
can
looking
never, on your end, you can never see that shit though.
at yeah.
Um,
Okay, now I see it. Now it popping up. I
yeah,
ain't
it
clicked
just
the
take a
button.
little time to upload.
I ain't clicked the motherfucking button. Now I ain't lying.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, man, I was
There you
watching the
go.
market. I'm like, shit, that bitch down. Now I'm like, damn, it's a good I don't know why it zoomed. It was straight now zoom. Man, I don't know how to do that shit. But it was good, but shit, that shit they all down now. But good buying opportunity and shit.
Yeah, yeah. That bitch, you know, it's the market gonna do what the market do though.
Yeah, it's
You
factual. That's
know.
factual. But
I
I'm
had
like, shit,
I had
what's that?
talked to my mom about it. She finally
Right.
done got into it, so I'm
Yeah.
proud of her. You know what I'm saying? And shit, but you know, hey, it, it's a slow race.
It's always is, man. Even in general, the market in general right now, and that's I know like well in West investing wise it's still early in a lot of shit. But it always takes motherfucker to like a long time to get into shit. You know, motherfucker, it take after by the time everybody get into it, catch in, it's time to sell. And that's always
Yeah,
how the market is, you know.
and but you
But
know, everybody ain't gonna fuck with it like how you know what I'm
right,
saying. Some people just never gonna be on that shit like stocks and
yeah,
crypto. Some people just never gonna. I don't care how much money people make.
right,
Somebody always gonna see it, especially if you done tried. and failed or didn't make
Mhm.
money like you thought you was,
Right.
somebody, they gonna have a different outlook on what what the stock market and what crypto is.
Yeah.
So
And that's the sad. I mean, I guess it like motherfucker that's get in it, they get in it. But
yeah,
that's one thing. It takes a while for just like me when I got in the last cycle. I got in the last crypto cycle, Bitcoin cycle, whatever, right? I was in it, but I ain't really understand it as far as like the crypto portion, right? And I
yeah,
started like playing with that. And I would watch, but I was like, yo, I like get in here, get in there, like shit. But I ain't really understand. I like could way a lot of more, way more money if I understood that shit. And I remember
yeah,
even when I got into stocks, right? During COVID and shit, I got into stocks, right? And a lot of shit, but I was still gambling though. Dude. I was like gambling with that shit. Cause I felt like
yeah,
'cause I just came off of always gambling. So I feel like, oh, man, I can gamble, I can get that thrill of gambling, but it takes longer
yeah.
take longer for me to lose my money. So I was loving it.
Hmm.
But it was too slow. I was like, damn, I gotta do something. So I'll sell some shit. But I remember a lot of shit, like a lot of shit I bought. Most everything I bought, that shit like at least 4x, 5x. But I sold all that shit early because I was impatient and shit. I ain't understand it. And and
As
I
most
remember I
people
watched
do.
this one guy, right? And I was buy the same shit, motherfucker buy. I'm saying, motherfucker, like, I took profit for $1,000, $2,000. I'm like, my shit only $10. So like, why y'all getting that much,
Yeah,
man?
yeah,
And then I
yeah,
realized them motherfucker was doing options and shit. So I'm like, oh shit, okay, that's why. Cause them motherfucker, I like, yo, how y'all getting this? My shit only it went up $10, only $10 profit. Y'all put like 1,000. I'm like, shit, what the
yeah.
fuck?
Plus or minus.
But as I learned, I was like, oh, okay, that's what they doing. I had to pay that tuition fee. You know what I'm saying? I had to
Yeah.
pay for losses, you know what I'm saying? And losses, paying for like courses
Hmm.
and shit, YouTube and putting in hours and shit. I was watching everything. I was watching like try to do the charts. I was just shit. But it took a while for me to
I
learn
mean,
it.
yeah, but I mean, you ain't going. I mean, as you're not gonna get it without knowing. Like, what I'm saying. And I think that's the problem with most people who get into like Bitcoin stocks, options, and shit like that. They think that they
Mhm.
can go in without any kind of idea. They think they could just say, somebody say, well, invest in this, and boom, oh, okay,
Right,
I'm gonna just go invest in this without having any kind of knowledge on what they invested in, how that market worked. They don't check the history of how the market worked.
right.
Because sometimes they got to realize not everybody who put out content is doing it for your betterment. You know what I'm
Most of
saying?
them not.
A lot of people
Yeah, most
just
of
do
them
it
not.
for content. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So when you watch a lot of people, you think, oh, okay, this person get on here and they got millions or hundreds of thousands, and they say that
mhm,
they made it through crypto or stocks, but they never
right.
explain how. They just say, well, I invested in this, this, and this. They didn't tell
Yeah,
you that, hey, I went to classes or I
yeah,
YouTube at university. I talked to people who are in the field and done good with it. And, but that's why I
right.
think it's dope that we have a chat and we do podcasts where we
Yeah,
can learn that shit and do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
exactly. And that's one of the thing where hello, hi. And that's one of the thing where 'cause I went through all that stuff. I went through the phase of learning, looking at it, and the thing about it, that's all I watch now. You know, I watch that
yeah,
24 hours. That's why
yeah,
like that's my entertainment. So that's why
yeah,
I like when I put in a group chat, whatever, I'm like, hey, this, and that. But it's mostly stuff that I always been watching. I've been ready, been like tracking and
yeah,
following and stuff. And that's why I usually like when I put in a group chat, whatever, I put in for I probably put in the receipts or whatever. So you more can see
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
hey,
yeah.
this is it's not just something I just coming up with, it's what I did and this, you know what I'm saying? Cause most motherfuckers they talking like hey, I got in this, I got this. Oh, well, why you tell them when you actually did or whatever?
Yeah. And then a lot of people I feel don't understand what what a lot of things is. You know what I'm saying? Like some people can watch it and some people could comprehend it off bat. And then
Right.
some people who can watch it and not comprehend what's going on because they don't have no idea what's going on. And I don't think that people, I mean, a lot of people don't really break it down to a fine science to where
Mm-hmm.
like what I'm saying, like they don't break it down to like for dummies, I guess. Not saying that
Right.
people are dummies, but you know how you got them books for dummies, like this for
Yeah.
dummies, that for dummies. Like they don't have it's not really a book for dummies or a podcast for dummies for people. And people don't excuse me, people don't want to do the research. They just want the answers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
And I think that's just a now it's a world round, like a worldwide thing. Everybody want the quick answer. Everybody just want somebody to say, "Hey, invest in this. I
Mm-hmm.
guarantee you're gonna make this." And
Right.
and people, and a lot of times, if you don't give a person a timeline on how they can make the money, like, oh, it's gonna take you 6 months to make this money, and that
Right.
right there will make people hesitant. Or like, well, shit, you telling me I gotta do stocks and this shit for 6 7 years, or I got to do this my whole life to really, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
that'll deter people from the situation.
Yeah.
Because we live in a world where everything is easy access. DoorDash,
Right.
Amazon, everything is you just
It's
put
in
it
your
out there and
face.
it's there. It's in your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
You got it. And so now that we have become more like that, it makes it hard for people to put in the work to really invest. But at the same time, like people who do it, that's the people who succeed in this field. And I was explaining that to my mom. I'm like,
Yeah.
you you're ignorant of stocks and how
Mm-hmm.
this thing work, cryptos and stuff. So because
Right.
you're ignorant of it, you automatically have a bad outlook on it. You think it's just people throwing away their money or people stealing money, whatever it is that you
Exactly.
believe. But I'm like,
And
so my mom, she has a what's the name now? She has a
mhm.
what you call it, a financial advisor who
Right.
handles her her stocks and crypto and stuff now. Like, and they
Think
had
about
they my uncle.
think yeah,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. And think
No, go
about
ahead.
here's
Go
the
ahead.
how I feel about 'cause I think we're in a day and age where people say got financial advice, whatever. Nowadays, people, the everyday retail investors, everybody on their own financial advisor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody you find like SAO, somebody that's on YouTube that's credible, and you watch them and you know them, been rocking with them for years, they made you money or whatever. We follow
Hmm.
each other. You know what I'm saying? We're our own
Yeah,
investor. Everybody gonna tell you, oh, buy this index, buy that. Okay, that's a
yeah.
slow growth. But how can I
Hmm.
start making money now? You
Yeah,
know? And think about it, there's ways for that. You can it's a little bit more riskier, but there's ways for that.
hmm.
And
Of
now
course.
I feel like well, not feel like I know now we in the market, we in the middle of a bull market. We still early. And now we also in the middle of the crypto bull run and whatnot.
Yeah,
And it's still early. And that's why I be putting in a group chat like, hey, shit. That's why I put in a group chat like, hey, get into this. Watch
yeah.
this, put this.
Try
I mean,
this
I'm
out.
not, so it's not financial advice, of course, but I say this what I'm doing. This what I'm looking into.
Yeah,
And every
yeah,
time I look into something, whether I make a loss, whether I make profit, I always post and say like, hey, this what I got into, this how it went. So you can actually see like how it's going with them. You're not like, oh, you told why you can tell us, you only tell us about the one where you do make money. You don't tell about when you lose, man.
y-
So I
yeah, yeah,
post
yeah.
and when I post, I always reply to when I actually put out the statement or put out the word like, hey, I'm finna get into this, get into this. So motherfucker can see, like, hey, this is what we got into. This is how it went. This is how I profited. Was it a good one or was it a bad one? But you get to
Yeah,
see that. So if for most time, I think most time if most people that's in a group chat, if they follow like the stuff they'll put out, the message put out, the plans they put out, most of them should have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially I forgot what called it, what earned it. Well, I think what's it what was the last? Was it Google or one of them? I think what's it Google? 'Cause I made like a good little bit off of that, and I like, oh man,
Yeah.
got into that. They made a good bit of money, but all about
Yeah.
you execute. You can have the
Yeah.
information now. Information that's a part of. Before we didn't have the information. Now more got the information. Now it's just up for you to execute.
Yeah.
The information does no good if you're not executing.
Facts. 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 But I mean, that's just like with anything, and you know, and I have come to realize that. But you know, what I do love is that I got a homeboy. Shout out, he was the one that just FaceTime, you know, my homeboy Cam. You know, the one that
Right,
joined the and he been making, you know, he been locking in. So
right.
whenever he and it make me and I just love seeing people succeed, bro. You know, especially my niggas. You know what I'm saying? So when my niggas start talking to me about how he done got locked into stuff and he invested in certain things and his money, it's it's a beautiful thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like I'm not one of those people like I don't need credit for that, bro. I'm just glad that you know what I'm saying, you making money and you investing because like I keep saying on this, nigga, I'm not trying to be like our elders where I'm working to
Mhm.
60, 70 years old.
Exactly. We're not doing that no more.
Yeah,
In
fuck
the
all
add,
that. Right, fuck
my bad
all
to
that.
cut you out, bro. But in the
Go
add to
ahead.
that, like it was a common thing with motherfucker okay with like 5%, 10% profit annually. That's not enough
Hmm.
anymore. Cause we got
That's not
more
enough.
that's like now the new age of investing, whatever. We no longer want your 10, 12%. We want
Exactly.
we want 20 and 30% or better. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I'm
'Cause
about to say
now,
we want 50%, man.
yeah,
Yeah, let's just be honest. We want
yeah,
50% or higher. And I mean,
exactly.
and that's how you should be because I don't know if people ever watch Wolf of Wall Street, bro, but it's one of
Right,
my
right, right.
favorite fucking movies, bro. I love that
Mhm.
dude
Yeah.
because that's what the American dream really is. Like when you think
Mhm.
about it, bro, you want to be
Yeah.
able to take some money, invest in something, and it boom.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It take off.
Right.
And fuck hard labor. Because people was
Mhm.
like, oh, the AI is gonna take over. Like, and I'm not mad at that. They're like, oh, people gonna lose their job. That means you got more time to focus on investing your money into shit.
Right. And think
Like,
about it
I
though,
don't go ahead.
and you got to do it now because
Yeah.
it's like you said, you got AI taking over shit. You got to do it now
Mhm.
because after a while, AI gonna take over investing either as well.
Yeah,
After a
yeah,
while,
yeah.
AI gonna be the major part of investing, so there's not gonna be no inefficient to correct. So it's gonna be hard for you to
Hmm.
make money out of the market because motherfucker
Hmm.
AI gonna be doing all of that.
Yeah. And I told people like you told people on the podcast um from before,
Right.
where do you see yourself 5 years from now? You talk about both of us or just me? Shit, I think we talked about this
Yeah.
on a past podcast, but shit, I don't
Yeah,
mind
last
re-saying
podcast.
this.
Yeah.
Shit, where do I see myself 5 years from now? Is me and Bo on
Mhm.
some fucking island where we decide to live, houses by each other, still
Yeah.
doing this podcast. And like I told him, we got plans. Like I told him, I want us to do where we go to different countries that we enjoy, and we just really show what people like. Not trying to be like other people, bro, because we different kind of dudes. So we
Right.
just want to go out and enjoy life, man. Like 5 years from now, bro, with my when if the stocks, especially with crypto and stocks, I want to be
Yeah.
comfortable, bro. Like I tell people, I
Right,
want
right.
freedom, and freedom is
Yeah.
not maybe my freedom is not what other people freedom, but like I
Mhm.
think, like I said, I think we talked about this before. But
Right.
my definition of freedom is being able to do what the fuck I want when I want to do it. Not so
Mhm.
much as going buying a Lambo and going buying $1 million house. That's not really me. If anybody know me, I'm not materialistic in that form. Like I don't want that shit. I just want to be able to know that, damn, when me, Bo, and our homeboys say, man, let's go to Cabo, we ain't got to worry about if people gonna be able to go. It's just we go. You know what I'm saying?
When we doing it.
If we wanna start like, hey, let's invest in this and let's start this. We could just do it. We ain't got to worry about, oh, do we got the money to do it? Nah, we could just go do it. That's freedom. That whatever you want to do when you could do it, shit, 5 years, that's what I want. Like, I don't listen, I'm not like I got a 5 year, 10 year, 15, 20, like, but shit, if I can hit that bitch at 5, my 10, 15 is all equal to that 5. You know what I'm saying? Right. And but that's what I really plan myself saying. 5 years, we living somewhere with my, somewhere in the vicinity of my brother. And we just enjoying life like we always have. I feel like me and you, even through the ups and downs, we have always enjoyed life through the ups and downs. Right. But I see myself as just firmly cemented in financial wealth, however much that is, to the point where I don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's most people. If most people just, nobody wants to work. I don't care. Like people be like, oh, if you find something you love to do, it's never called work. That's a fucking lie. Because I love doing podcasts, but it's a task. Like I said, you got problems that come up. You got things that you got to pay for. You got it. So, and I love doing podcasts. I've been doing podcasts for years now and stuff. So,
it's your thing, man.
That's my thing. I've been like I had another past podcast before this. You know what I'm saying? And but life makes it hard. But the crazy part, and if people go check out my old podcast from my last one, my cousin will let people know that before podcast was big, I was talking about podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about just giving game to people. Like and I feel like as you get older, as we get older, one of our jobs is to pass down game to people, bro. You know what I'm saying? But of course,
and and for me, 5 years from now, I see myself retired. And like I told you about, like, I'm either the PI or T-Land. One of them spots is where I'm gonna be at. So 5 years from now, I want to have a spot, either maybe even both. I'm looking for a spot like a crib there, and I'm planning on. I might work, you know what I'm saying, if you're remote, whatever, but I'm probably not gonna work too much. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of gonna plan on doing like 6 and 6, man. I probably do 6 months in one country, 6 months in another country. And now I'm just kind of looking for like start something for a passive income, just to have something to do. But I don't see myself actually just going to the work field like that. If I have to, of course, I'm gonna do what it takes. But I don't see myself doing that. So whether I have to do properties or start small businesses or whatever,
that's the goal.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
the
not.
Goal
I'm
is
not
to make our make money.
exactly. And I'm like one of the things where I think I'd be comfortable. I'm not like into like I'm not into like fancy car or whatever, but I am a person that I like to be comfortable. I like to have my lifestyle comfortable. Like my crib, I gotta enjoy my place where I'm living at. I gotta have my pedicure, my routine pedicure, my routine massages, my routine house cleaning. Those part of my lifestyle now. So I gotta have that. That gotta be part of the budget, whatever. But that's what I see myself, just traveling, man. Being a traveling man. And shit.
Yeah, man. Ain't nothing better, bro. Like, and I mean, I think we done preach this shit on every podcast. It's nothing better than traveling, bro. Meeting new people, seeing new things.
It's nothing better than that, bro. Traveling is, I feel like when I travel, man, I'm at peace. When I'm in the airport, I'm at peace when I'm traveling, man.
Yeah. I love meeting new people, bro. I'm a very social creature, especially in my older days. I wasn't like that. Like it would take somebody coming to speak to me for me to start talking. Now at this age, it's like I start talking to motherfuckers, especially if they're talking about something that's motivational or You know what I'm saying? Like not on
Yeah,
some bullshit. Like, you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? Do
yeah.
you think you will still be financial stable in traders? Yeah.
Um,
You shouldn't. Go ahead. I'll let you answer it,
yeah.
since
So,
you
so
the
for me, here's the thing, right? I think for trading, that's not like I don't just that be your main job. Trading should start off
exactly. That's
as
what I'm
being
about to
your
say.
collateral. You should have your main
Hmm.
source of income, and that should be your extra where you cut off and your
Hmm.
extras, extracurricular activities, and put into trading. Starts trading in that, and then it can grow into that. So it might take a while, might take might get it faster, whatever. But for me,
Yeah.
until I retire, it's gonna be like a collateral. It's like my savings account. So I don't
Yeah.
have like I don't put money in the bank. I don't save money in the bank.
Yeah. Me
Excuse
either.
me.
I
I
stopped.
put everything going into some type of asset. It's gonna be into stocks,
Yeah.
crypto, whatever, and it goes there. So in the future, in a couple of years, maybe in 5 years, whatever, yeah, I plan on it for it to be like stable into to provide a monthly income and itself pay for itself. But
Hmm.
I don't when I invest, I no longer have that. I look at it as I no longer have. I look at it as money spent. So I don't really go
Hmm.
back to that. Once put money into investing, I count it as gone.
Yeah.
So I don't look at it as in, oh, let me check this. That. It's just me move. Even when I profit some, I move it around and get more of this. I put more into it, whatever.
Hmm.
So
Fact.
I plan on being stable in the future. I have a plan on when it being stable, whatnot. But I hope so. I mean, I hope so. But the way
Yeah.
how I'm doing it now, yeah, the way I'm doing it now is just
Yeah.
money. I have a plan on where it's going or whatever. So right now, while I'm actually working, whatever, I'm going heavier into my investing. I'm going heavier
Yeah.
into I'm buying
Yeah.
more of this, whatever. Right? I'm putting now because right now we in the phase of. I think right now we're in the beginning of the last opportunity for the easy way to
Hmm.
have life changing money.
Yeah.
Because now,
Facts.
what we're in the beginning of, I think we started with kind of in the beginning, haven't really taken off yet. Now
Hmm.
we're in the phase where you're not gonna have this chance opportunity to make this type of money in the future, right?
Yeah.
Because with crypto, I mean with as I say now, right? You have to do both. I do both. You gotta do crypto and you gotta do stocks. So
Hmm.
as I tell my in the group chat, like right now, like Trump tell you everything you need to get into. Right now, you need to
Hmm.
be invested in AI,
Hmm.
microchips, and energy.
Hmm.
You have to put it in that. That's what the future is. And
Yep.
all that, you also gotta get into crypto. You gotta get it. You
Hmm.
gonna have to get into crypto. Crypto gonna be the new financial system.
Yeah.
Now, if you in early, people get bored of it because they in early. We in early. It haven't
Hmm.
taken off. I mean, we had a run. I'm not sure if you. I know you got in during that time trap, but like with one of the spot we got into the crypto, one of the crypto we got in like it's 6x. Like
Hmm.
I think toward the beginning of the year, well, this shit it's 6x. You know,
I,
I don't think that's just the
listen, I'm gonna
beginning.
be. I'm a little different from you because I don't like bragging about my, and I don't even call it bragging. I'm not saying
Mhm.
that you bragging, but I don't like telling people my my financial. You know what I'm saying? If
I used to be the
I
same way.
tell you. You know, what I'm
Right.
saying is I tell you, but I
Mhm.
don't get on social media and
Right.
tell people because I feel like people are. I feel like first of all, people are too into other people's business as it is.
Right. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if I do start showing people like that's not closely connected how much money
Mhm.
you got, now they expect something, you know what I'm saying? They start putting their expectations on you about, well, you got this and why you ain't doing this and no.
Mhm.
Mind your business. Like I tell people all the time, keep your hands out my pockets, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
Uh,
And
but
think
uh,
about it though. I'm more of a I'm the same. Well, I don't like sketch neither, but the only reason I discuss more in the group chat because I know how niggas is.
It's like-minded
If
people.
you're not
But
showing
it's like-minded
this,
people.
that, they're not gonna get it. They're like, no, I gotta see it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And I know
But
how I
I
was when I
got
first started. I had to see you happen.
yeah,
Like otherwise, just talk.
yeah.
And once I started seeing,
But
cause I
see,
remember, I remember seeing motherfucker accounts where they got made one play, they made profits 6 figures.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And even in the group chat, you got people in there that's like, they show they count over what they had, what they probably be 6 figures, you know, they 6 figure profit, whatever, right? But thing about it, we kind of like slowed down for that because some in the chat we feel like, oh, the bragging is not bragging, we just
exactly.
everybody spreading knowledge for like, hey, this is what I do. It's showing you like this real. This is not something where we just, hey, this and that. No, we actually trying to lift everybody up. We trying to be the rising tide and lift all boats. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So not like one
and
of
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, the back what you were saying is that's why I don't like bragging every time, or because I don't see it as bragging, but people are going to see it as bragging, especially if they're not making nothing off of a play that maybe you made a play on. And because like I had to also explain to my homeboy, it also matters how much money you are investing into it. If you only invest in $10 fucking, bro, you're not finna fuck around and hit $1 million. I'm sorry. If you only putting $50 in, you're not gonna get. You gotta put. But listen, because I love my niggas, I had to explain to them. On a day, sometimes when you decided not to go to the strip club, or you decided not to go and spend money on that bottle, and you decided not to go, buy something, put that money in your investments. That might be $300 that you was finna blow and wasn't finna make nothing off of. And yeah, you could lose it, but there's a possibility, like the percentage is higher that you're gonna make something off of that. You know what I'm saying? And but you can't just say that to people. And like you said, in the group chat, you have to show growth. You have to show earnings for somebody to believe you. But I'm just not that kind of nigga. If you don't believe me, you don't believe me. If you don't want to make the money, you don't want to make the money. I'm not gonna keep showing you my money to make you believe that you can make money. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? Because just because I'm making money and I made it at the right time, and like you said, I got in at the right time, or when I went to play my options, I sold at the right time. That don't mean it's gonna happen for you, because you gotta be diligent. And it goes back to me saying that you have to do your own research. You have to put something into it. You niggas can't just give you the answer to this test because there's no right answer. When, like, you know what I'm saying? All I can do is say, hey, like you said, I made these plays.
Yep. And think about it also, like I look at it like, cause sometimes when I like a lot of time this funds some of my trips. Like when I had to go back to the States and this and that, it funds that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I had to take
and that's
that
what I'm
and fund
saying.
my lifestyle with the stuff was made out of that, whatever. And that's like, it's now more than most people now, more than ever, they use that. It's their new saving account. People are not leaving money in the banks. You know what I'm saying? They put it into the market.
Yeah.
You know, why would I have a bank? A bank gonna give you what, 0.05?
I was just about to say
shit like that. I look at my account for I had like, I think I got like 35 cents for fucking for the saving account or whatever. Like, why?
But people don't understand it. Putting your money, and I know this gonna sound fucked up, but it's the truth. Putting your money in savings as a bank is all you doing is giving money that the bank can loan out to somebody else.
And they gonna invest themselves. The money you have in the bank right now, if you don't invest it, the bank will invest it for you.
Yeah. And think about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you think about this, the bank charge you an interest rate to save your own fucking money.
That's crazy.
If you realize that they have, but this is what makes me feel some kind of way about people.
Right.
People don't look at the fine print of anything. Like nobody takes the time to read the fine print of nothing. Right. The bank tells you if you're not putting a certain amount of money into your savings on a regular basis, they're gonna charge you. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, do this. Put $5 in your savings and don't touch it for a year. I guarantee you have less than when you put in. I'm just like, if you don't believe me, just try it for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, the bank is not something to help you make money. The
Nah.
bank is for people who are financially illiterate and don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to handle money so that
Right.
you just don't blow all your fucking money.
Mm.
So they will say, hey, we'll charge you to hold on to your money,
Right.
which is a crime to me. First of all, taxing is a crime.
Right.
You white people left England because they was taxing you. And back then, I think they was only taxing you like 3%.
Yeah.
So you left, you go to America, they still tried to tax you. That's the whole
Mm.
Boston Tea Party shit. Now
Right.
look at us. Our own country charging us 37% interest for
Hey.
taxes. And this
Hey.
is what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. It's a lot of times we could speak this shit till we blue in the face. Some people
Right.
gonna get it, some people not. Some people gonna
Most are
take
not
the
gonna get
and no. And I told this, everything is on the other side of fear.
it. Right.
So if you're scared you're gonna lose money, you're gonna lose money. You gotta
Exactly.
realize that it's a mind thing. You
Scared
have
money
to
don't make money, as they say.
exactly. Is it and that's a no truer sense. You have to go and risk. You gotta take risks. Like life is only people who don't have to take risks is people who's generationally already been financially stable.
Right.
People who are generationally stable through their generations can take the easy and the slow grind.
And
But
to
if you
add on
want
to
to
that,
get
and the reason why, cause they don't take risks, cause they not really focused on as much as making money. They focus more on keeping their money.
spending, nah,
Yeah,
they
they
focus
focus on
more on
where they
spending their
how they
money.
gonna keep it, how they
Motherfuckers
go.
gonna spend it.
If you're not, cause think about it, they know if you're not putting your money into the assets, you're losing money. If you
Yeah,
keep your money in your bank account, you're losing money. Cause
yeah.
inflation is gonna kill it. Inflation eating
I
your
mean,
money up. So you
come
have to
on,
put your
man.
money into some type of assets that keep appreciating value.
Yeah. And think about it. People, and this is why I say people, and I've been stopped being like this, but people still, people want to go buy Maybachs because they see these rich people who
Right.
done, I don't want to say, look, some of them worked hard to get there, but they got
Mhm.
money to blow because they have a constant stream of millions of dollars coming in. So they can go blow
Right.
on a Maybach because
They have passive income.
every car you buy loses depreciate. It depreciates once you drive it off the lot.
Right.
Everybody knows that. If you don't know that,
Mhm.
I don't know what to say. But most things that you buy loses value once you own it. You have to that, but like you have to make something valuable once you get it. Like you look at this car and it's like, oh, that's a nice car. That's cool. That's boom. You buy
I
it.
think
Next thing you know, you have it for a day. You try to bring it back, and they're not going to give you the same amount that you just spent on it because you drove it. Just by
you
you
know what
touching it
though?
has lost its value.
And because most people are buying it for the personal interest. When
Yeah,
you get
that's what
to
I'm
a
saying.
certain
Most
level,
people buy things for
you
other people.
purchase things for the profit of it or for the
Mm-hmm.
tax benefit or whatever, right? Just like
Mm-hmm.
most people, they look at cars. Some people buy a car, they not finna use it. Oh, I need a new car. They're gonna look at, okay, how can I make money out of it? Maybe I can take
Mm-hmm.
this and lease it out for somebody to use it for Uber or whatever. I can use it and put advertising on it or whatnot. Or some people like, hey, I gotta get some need some tax cut. So, oh, I might go buy me a Range Rover, right? Cause now
Mm-hmm.
everybody, I mean, I say everybody know, but Range Rover, that's over the 10,000, was 10,000 pound or 10,000 pound tons or 10,000 pound rule, where you get a tax cut out of it. So if a
Mm-hmm.
car weigh a certain amount of, have a certain amount of weight on it, you get a tax cut out. So that's why some people go
Mm-hmm.
right for the tax season or for the end of the year, they may go buy a Range Rover because they're gonna get a tax cut from that because they got a business.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to make money, everybody
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell you make money for you to get rich, where you're gonna have to start a business. Cause you gotta
Mm-hmm.
fund it through the business where to get the tax cut up. You get people
Mm-hmm.
that have businesses hire people and giving jobs, those want to get the best tax cut. They want to get the most tax cut because now you're employing Americans. You're employing people. Now
Yeah,
you're giving people jobs. You're decreasing the unemployment rates. So the
yeah,
America in return will give you tax cut and tax benefit from it. So you
yeah.
have to have a business to get the best tax cut. The people that
And
get
that's why it's
charged,
important to have an LLC.
yeah,
That's important. I think every person should get them an LLC and something because the government and corporations, like this is how they keep their money.
right,
Me and you got a business. We
right,
open up a bank account under the business name. So anytime we go to lunch, let's say we just say let's go to lunch. We can
mhm,
write that off as a business lunch. If
yeah,
we, I mean, because there's way to hustle the system. White people been doing it since this
mm,
shit started. And we gonna get there. But let's say we wanted somebody to come on the podcast and we wasn't doing online, like we was
I'm
in
doing it
live person,
person, yeah,
and we could fly somebody out. We could put that on our business thing as we're, you know what I'm saying, because we're investing in, and this is part of our company. There's so many ways to legally get money from spending money. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But you gotta know it. You gotta do your knowledge. You gotta what's the name? But I think that everybody should have an LLC though. You should own
yeah,
something because whether you making money off of it right now, 10, 20 years later, you might be making money off of it because
and,
you have a history with it. You didn't just start a business and end it. The business been a thing. So when you go talk to people, listen, we done had this podcast for 20 years. It's done did
mhm,
this. We done changed this. We done made this into something that's globally, renowned. And
right,
that's why you see big companies buying out small companies. Okay, we see the growth that company has. So what we will do is either we can invest in it, but most times they don't want to invest in it. They rather just pay it out because you might not be doing it how they see it in their future. So that's why a lot of
right,
people come and buy out businesses because they want to make certain tweaks. And then what they'll do is give you stock into the business. You could be a 55 to 65% shareholder in that company, even though it's not your company no more. You see what I'm saying?
and
But you
on top of
still
that,
hold stakes.
you can take that, you can get your invest in that, and instead of let's say you want to start another business, whatever, instead of taking
Mm-hmm.
that money out, you can borrow against it.
And
Cause
boy,
you don't have
get
to
it
pay
exactly.
taxes on borrowed money. Now that borrowed money
Yeah,
you take and you invest to another business.
yeah.
Start that up. But it's
I
so many
mean,
ways,
it's
so
out
many
here.
ways around it.
Yeah,
And thing about a lot of people like as cause thing about one thing about 2020 it showed a lot of people how to be entrepreneur. You know,
entrepreneurs.
it
Yeah,
forced you to get out there and make it happen. So a lot of people
yeah,
had nothing but time on their hand. Let me YouTube how you do this shit. What's the
yeah.
fuck a LSC is? What's a sole
Mm-hmm,
proprietorship? When should I go to and
mm-hmm.
switch it to the another? You know what I'm saying? But you have so much time to watch and learn and this and that. That's why it was so many people in the stock market doing 2020 because people just at home. You ain't got nothing else
Yeah,
to do. Then the government was giving out money. Let me take
yeah.
this
Just
check and
giving you
buy some
money.
stocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Run it up
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. And thing about it is like now you have to have a whole mentality of people so people so intrigued on cash and behind cash, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's never been cash and fiat currency never really been a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing to do is to own assets.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to hold cash because it's like we just said earlier, like it loses value every day. Loses value on
Yeah.
that. But you want
Most
to own
things do.
everything. You want to own
Yeah.
stocks. You want to
You
own
want to own
crypto. You want to
everything.
own houses. You want to own businesses. You want to own everything. You want to pay the key
Yeah.
here be like BlackRock. They own everything.
Own
They own at
everything.
least 10% of everything, whatever.
And
And
that's
the
what the
thing,
goal is.
here's the thing, right? We're in the internet age. Everything is in your face. Everything is Googleable. Everything is researchable. All you gotta do is
Mm-hmm.
do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They showing well, they're not showing you, but they're doing the play and it's documented, and there's information that tracks that type of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, copy and paste. Okay. A lot of people are mad at oh, just like this though, right? A lot of people were mad when Trump told everybody to buy stocks. Everybody like, oh, he telling his billionaire friends to do this. Now they getting rich and this and that. If you would have
That's the
listened to
dumbest
him, you
shit I
would
heard.
have.
But think
You
about
would
this.
have made money too.
Let me tell you how dumb that is, though.
Yeah.
Why would he need to tell his billionaire friends how to fucking make money? They fucking billionaires. They don't need to tell them niggas how to make money. They already making it. They knew what they probably told him about the play. And then instead of him keeping it to himself, he gave it to you. But like I say, you let your biasness of him, just your like emotions. Most people do.
Let your emotions.
You let your emotions fuck you out of a good thing. But that's the history of man. Man, if I say something negative to you, now you don't like me. And then if I come back and show you a play, you're not going to accept that play because you are already biased of me because I made you feel some way before. And I've never been like that. We don't have to be friends for us to make money. That's what's the weird thing about it. People feel like they can only make money. You're a damn lie, bitch. Every job you went to, it was somebody you didn't like that you had to make money with, bro.
I feel like white people always been great at that. They can sue each other and go to court and bat it out, and they still be friends and make money together later. You know what I'm saying?
They don't hold that. That money is a circle. It's gonna come back around, nigga. Yeah. See, but that's what it is about.
It's about it. Like if you just listen, right? You just watch. Like I'll tell everybody, think about it, but motherfucker think Trump already been giving out stimulus package, right? Thing about it, he giving out stimulus package for the people who have a mind frame of getting it out the mud or going to get it themselves. If you sit here waiting on the government to give you some shit and making this happen, it's not for you making money. You always gonna be dependent on something. But you person like I just need an opportunity, a chance. You are making money. He is telling you everything to do. The man literally tell you everything. He very transparent. He tell you everything he's doing. He tell you everything he's gonna do. When Trump said, "Oh, buy market now, about time to buy stocks," this and that, he marked the bottom. The stock went up from there. He literally marked the bottom. That was the bottom of the market when he said that. Shit been up for the same thing. He literally tells you that, oh, he said again, buy stocks. He tell you he going heavy on crypto. He going heavy on AI. He going on American product. Buy American. He telling you everything to do. It can't get more simpler than that. If you want to like, he billionaire friend. If you want them motherfucker, hey, stay broke. But the man literally tell you, oh, he gonna build a dome. Okay, who the fuck? Who he gonna get to build a dome? America. All right, let me invest in that. The motherfucker tell you, I'm going on AI. Who the fuck king of AI? The man took. If you look at when he went to Saudi Arabia, the motherfucker took like 15, 20 CEOs of companies with him, and all of them had deals with these motherfuckers. Motherfucker took the CEO and NVIDIA, Elon, motherfucking CEO of Palantir. He took all these CEOs. There's a list going around on the internet of all the CEOs he took to make a deal with Saudi Arabia.
Facts.
The thing about it is, you just got to look at it, invest, and just hold. It's just simple. The man tell you everything. He tell you what his agenda is. He told you AI. He told you want to make chip. Tell you want to make crypto. He tell you everything he gonna do. So you can sit there and complain on how fucked up America is, or you can shut the fuck up, invest, and make a way out of it. You know what I'm saying? Make a better way for yourself. If you're not a type of person to make a better way for yourself, you're not gonna do it anyway. So you're just gonna sit on the sideline. The motherfucker that gonna make a way for themselves, they gonna listen and that hits to that.
But I think we spoke on this too.
Yeah.
People enjoy the victim thing. Yeah. If you realize when people talk about anything, it's always boohoo me. Look what happened to me. Look how they treated me. And and I always hated this about people is that we get stuck on the problem instead of focusing on the solution. And this is how I am with everybody. Like I understand, like people people like to make it seem like people don't understand that there's a fucking problem.
Right.
Nigga, we know it's a problem. But
Mhm.
why would I still be stuck here fucking with the problem instead of working on the solution? And that's what I'm saying. If more people were solution based and get out of their feelings, like that's why I love our outro song. You got to
Right.
get out of your feelings. You got to get out of your feelings to make money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like anybody that knows about making money is you can't allow your because the one thing about our feelings, they change at the whim. You could be
Exactly.
feeling this way right now, and then you realize that, damn, maybe I overreacted. And with that overreaction, you have fucked yourself out of some money. That's
Mhm.
why, like I tell people, like they be like, "Oh, man," and believe me, I used to be a person that used to snap. I used to be a person that I guess you could say I was in my feeling because you say something wrong to me, and it's a problem. And now I realize that, man, you got to let people have some shit because you only gonna hurt yourself by jumping in your feelings about that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that attests to anything in the world.
Right.
And with Trump, just like Eli put up a post on he was like, "Uh-oh, going back to being locked into my office,
Sleeping in the
75
office.
hours a day."
Yeah.
Yeah. He letting
Yeah.
you know, hey, it's about to start cooking. You know what I'm saying? We about to start cooking. So whether you hate Elon Musk or not, I can hate a nigga and still make $1 million off of him.
Exactly.
But you
But
know
I
what
think
happens when somebody you hate? Wait, I'm gonna let you know. But you know what happens when somebody you hate make you millions? You end up not hating them, and people don't want to not hate these
he's not
motherfuckers.
that bad.
It's
When
not that
everybody
bad.
making money, you're not that
You're
bad.
not that bad. And people want to stay with their emotions. They
Right.
want to stay with the feeling that I feel some kind of way. And it's counterproductive to you. And like and I spoke this to my mom. I say, when the world passes you by, now you mad that the world passed you by.
Yep, you
But what do
stand
you
on the back,
expect?
man.
Because
Complaining.
you decided to stay this way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You wanted to stay this way. Now the world passed you by. Like, and I was telling my homeboys about what me and you talked about with tokens.
Right.
Sooner or later, the world gonna be no more cash. Like, and when people hear this, they be like, "What you mean?" I'm not saying that cash
We
is not
already going
gonna
away from
be.
cash though. We,
But
I
what
mean,
I'm trying to tell people is, I'm not saying that there won't be no cash, but I'm saying
right.
majority of the places that you go probably won't take it. Most places you
Yeah.
go probably gonna start taking tokens and like because like I was trying to explain to my homeboys, I was like, listen, tokens gonna help you because when you start traveling, which I know a lot of you motherfuckers not gonna do, but
Yep.
anybody who travels know it's a pain in the ass to convert your fucking dollars.
Right.
It's a pain in the ass.
Charge
So
and
when you get to the
shit.
point where you don't not have, and they're gonna charge you for it, when you could just go somewhere and not have to worry about converting your money good, no matter where you go by the touch of a form because it's locked into your tokens, that makes your life easier.
Right.
But if you're not going nowhere, and all you do, if you know you never gonna leave Florida,
Right.
if you know you never gonna leave the United States,
I'll be right.
then yeah, maybe tokens don't matter to you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that shit don't matter to you. But people who make millions and billions, they know they gotta travel. They know they gotta have money and different things because when you go here, your US dollars is not accepted. So you gotta and like I say, it's just a hassle if you gotta convert your money, and it's costly because the American dollar is not high anymore. I remember back in the days when I was, our money was kicking ass. Not no more, bro. Our money ain't kicking ass. So, like I said, so you gonna go someplace and you wondering why your $100 is only $20. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. And you have to do your research. You have to be invested in your own future. But the one thing we have looked at, because you see some of these people, like I said, there is always going to be the 1% that make it off of nothing. Like somebody invested and boom, they hit millions. You got that
Right.
1% in everything. It's going to be somebody that hit it big off of their first play, but that's not the norm. You know what I'm saying? And people think that because they see somebody, oh, I invested one time and I hit 30 million. Bitch, that was an anomaly. That's not something that regularly happens. So now you feel like because it's taking you a year, now all of a sudden you're not making a no, bro. Like that person was the anomaly. They lucked up. You know what I'm saying? They hit the lick. They played the right play at the right time. And that happens in everything in life. But for the majority, it's a slow grind, bro. Unless you find something that people want.
Mm-hmm. And thing about it, as I always say, it's all about execution. You got to get into it. Once you get into it, you slow into it, you can stay averaging. Like I got one, my brother. He hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes be like, sometimes chat be inactive a lot of time, whatever, right? Sometimes I be like, fuck. Cause I be having some plays. Sometimes I just be like, shit, I'm just do it, whatever. But a lot of time he hit me on the side, just check on me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing what's up. And he like, yeah, I did that. I know you put in there, chat, I did this, it worked out, blah, blah. But a lot of people be watching, some people be following and doing it, they just never be active in the chat.
Yeah.
So that'd be some of the reason I still like post shit in there and this and that, whatever.
Yeah.
But
and I told people like this, I was like, I was telling my homeboy this. I'm like, whether I was in the chat or not, my bro go look out for me either way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just helping you out. Like my brother is in charge of the chat. So he gonna give me the plays no matter if I'm in the chat like you did yesterday when you hit me up personally and was like, hey, this is a perfect time to buy this and this. Okay. See, and what I said, bet. Yep. And what I did, I went and invested in it instantly. And then this is what I was going to say earlier too. I don't need you to show me proof that you're doing good. Because I know you love me and I love you, and you would never just, you know what I'm saying? So I don't need you to show me that you're making money for me to be like, I'm going to take this play. I'm not saying that you could do that with everybody, but that's because everybody don't got the relationship that me and you got. But when you tell me something, I don't need, like, I never said, well, show me this or show me that, unless I was just trying to learn it myself. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you tell me something, I'm going to make the play. And even if it don't work out like I want, I would never come back and you like, hey, man, that shit ain't, nah, because I understand how it works. Yeah, I wouldn't come at you like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say I don't like really, it's hard to help people because once shit don't go right, they like to blame you. Now it's all your fault. Now you the villain in their fucking story.
Call them when it's going up.
Yeah. Call them when it's going up, bro. And I'm just not that kind of person, bro. And so, and that's how that's why I tell my homeboys, like I get them, and I tell my homeboys all the time, I give you this shit because I love you. Like I'm anybody who know me, I'm one of those people like I ain't finna force you to take shit from me. If I put it out there and I see that you acting like you don't want that shit, you ain't gonna never hear me speak on that shit again. That's really how I am. You know what I'm saying? Until you come and say, hey man, what was that? Remember you was talking about that back? Then I'll be like, oh, okay, well, this. But once I put it out there, I'm not finna beg you to, to fuck with this. Like, okay, I put it out there. If you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not mad at you either way. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. But a lot of people will blame you for things. And I think that's why a lot of people be afraid to give people advice because they don't want the backlash that comes from it if the advice doesn't work out in that person.
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of good. And I know I like that we started with finances first because we were supposed to talk about something last podcast that didn't end up getting showed to technical difficulties, but we're gonna talk about this shit today because it's very interesting to me, and it's the talk of internet. But I don't want to jump into it until you said your last little bit on finances.
Yeah, man. But think about it. I'm wrap this topic up. Hey, make sure motherfucker invested, man. Y'all invest in yourself, man. Invest in yourself, invest in your life, invest in your future, invest in your kid future, man. You always want to have the next generation start out farther than you started out. That's how you keep
Yeah.
it rolling. And a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things, I know a lot of motherfuckers is not gonna do it. A lot of motherfuckers not gonna invest, but
Yeah.
that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? That's good for everybody else. Cause if you're not, they're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna get it. As they say, everybody can't be rich.
That's just
Just
more money that you can make
exactly. So, cause they gonna
because
come in at the last minute. Those are ones that gonna profit your funds. So once they start
yeah.
getting in, they gonna run your bag up.
I was just about to
You know
say
what
that.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
then
I
you
was
by
just about
the
to
time
say
you
that.
sell, then when they it's gonna go here. Now it's time to sell now. So you
Yeah.
just
And
can't.
just remember this: the less people that buy into it, the more money I get back. So, and
Mm,
people don't understand that. The more people who buy a piece of the pie means it's a smaller cut of the pie for you.
mm,
So if me and Bo could find let's, and this is not a real thing. Let's just say something come up like SDA, and it's some
right.
small company that just started out, and they you can buy them for them for like 0.0006,
Right.
and we fuck around and we put 1,000 into it. Then people start investing in it and start jumping because whatever they selling, another company. Now we making millions. We gonna make
Mm,
millions, but if it's a million people buying into it, that means the price of it's gonna rise. That means that the cut of the pie is not gonna be as big.
mm.
But that's why you said earlier, that's why people will make some shit drop to get all you dead weight motherfuckers out of the game, so that when that bitch start rising, they can get more to cut. That's why it's
Exactly.
not good to just jump out of something so early, just because you think you taking a loss.
Without the proper game.
Yeah,
So they gonna
yeah.
drop that bitch to shake your hand. Now they gonna buy it for cheaper. Then they gonna
For
run it up.
cheaper,
You gonna see
they
that
gonna
bitch
run
at
that
the
bitch
top.
out.
Then you gonna buy it. Then like, oh, got me a dummy. I'm finna sell it to him, and I'm getting
Yep,
out.
yep. Sell it to them, and I'm gonna get out. And it's been proven. That's exactly how it's been going. It's not like we saying shit that hasn't been shown for years and stuff. But you just never knew about it. And like I said, we take the time to give you the little bit of the game because we're not experts at this shit. I
Right.
never try to make people feel like we financial experts and we just got it all. But we like my brother told you, he took the risk and he went and did the study and he did that so that you didn't have to. And some of
Exactly.
you motherfuckers won't take that advice, and I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm. And think about it, cause in the last thing, think about it, like I know motherfucker lazy, right? So
Yeah,
you can
lazy.
give motherfucker all the information to learn about some shit. Like I know motherfucker gonna do that. So I make it even simple. Here, these are something you can get into.
Yeah,
Now all you gotta do is go and do it. If you
yeah.
don't have that much energy to go and do it, hey, it's on you. Cause I
It's
know
on you.
motherfucker are lazy, so I take all it like this. All the research I do it for you. Yeah, I go out, I do it for you. All the information that you could have went out and found, I find it for you. Here, here's the data I got from the research I've done from what I've been watching. Cause I
Mm-hmm.
do this all day. Like if you look at my shit
Mm-hmm.
right now, you look at my shit right now, you'll see it's talking about this or some type of finance. Right? My channel is always
Mm-hmm.
on some type of finance channel. I'm always
Mm-hmm.
looking at some type of finance. That's all I watch. That's all I do. 24/7.
Yeah.
When I'm working out, I'm
Yeah.
listening to. You know what I'm saying? I don't really
Mm-hmm.
listen to music like that. I probably watch a movie on the weekend, while a movie or a couple of series, whatever. Other than that, I'm watching some type of financial shit. You know,
Yeah.
that's all I've been doing that for years. That's all I do. That's it. Mother come over, watch. Hey, that's it. But yeah, let's wrap that up. Hey, you in control of your own future, man. You want to stay in the rat
Facts.
race, so you got a rat race. You want to be comfortable. You want to make your own decision. It comes stuff come with that. Responsibility come with that. You want
Yeah.
to be free.
And my last thing is, guys, I'm gonna say this: we as people, we gotta stop wanting somebody to save us. Save yourself. If you
Nobody
talk to
coming
my
to say,
kids, if you talk to my kids, I tell them this all the time. Save yourself. Save
mm,
yourself so somebody else can save you. That's
mm,
like you ever seen that picture with the burning house and they got the wife and the hoe? The wife just
yeah,
sitting there, but the hoe reaching her hand out.
yep.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
grab
Say,
the
help
hoe.
me help you. Yeah. Help me help you. It ain't because she was a hoe that I say that bitch was reaching out. Like
She
she
asked
was
for help.
like,
And that's why you
she
say
asked for
no.
help.
She asked for help.
Yeah. You gotta ask, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you gotta help yourself, help me. Help me help you. And
Help
that's
me
all I'm gonna
help
say.
you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
But the topic that I've been wanting to talk about because it's it's the popular topic is the Diddy trial. And I know we late to the party talking about this. I know it's been going on for a minute. But this shit is wild as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
The more and more
which part?
All of it. I'm gonna tell you what's wild as fuck to me, because people want to say people care, like it just shows you that people care about the most non-caring shit.
Right.
People were so focused on this nigga having 35 bottles of baby oil. Like, what the fuck does that even matter? You so worried about what's going on with baby oil that this nigga Cassie and him having 96-hour freak offs. These niggas is having real freak offs. And if you thought you was a freak, you weren't a freak when you found out what the fuck Cassie and Diddy them be doing. And whoever else is a part of the whole whatever that is, freak off shit they got going on. But I think it's interesting because if you what's most interesting is that after women, because remember, people was demonizing Diddy.
Right.
Then when they found out that Diddy wasn't coercing her or forcing her to do this shit, now it turns from, well, maybe he groomed her into this.
Right.
And then it went from, okay, if he go ahead.
They're not gonna let that let down. He's always gonna be his fault, right? Cause clearly you can see that she was requesting niggas pissing her mouth. She knew she had all the numbers for them motherfuckers. So they always say, oh, well, he had the influence for this and this. No, she was saying, I'm always ready for a freak off. I'm always down for a freak off.
I'm down for a freak off. And when you hear, when you start, and when you, because I don't know if people really looked at the statements and stuff, bro. The Cassie husband knew about some of this shit that was going on, and he was okay with it. And then I seen women saying, "That's a good man." He accepted her. He accepted her after she took multiple cocks pissed on her mouth.
Think about it. Women are saying he's a good man because they see themselves in Cassie. After they don't did the freakiest, nastiest shit, now you want you a good man. And now like, oh, he's a good man for standing by her side.
Not every man that you freaked off is the bad man, and the nigga that accepted you after the freak off is the good man. That's crazy to me, bro.
You see the shit.
That shit is crazy to me. They all good, man, if that's the case, because at the time you enjoyed the freak off. But the crazy part is you knew, but most of the men that did the freak off with you didn't want to keep. Now you hate them because, well, you was with me doing the freak offs, you enjoyed it then, yeah, nigga. And it's so weird because it's like you enjoy a lot of things that you won't take home with you. You enjoy a lot of things that you won't keep.
Well, women are refusing to realize just because we fuck you doesn't mean we want you.
Women know that. Women, just because if anybody knows that, women know that, because women know just because they fuck you don't mean they want to be with you. That's women motto. That's their motto. They can fuck a nigga and not want to be with them.
You gotta realize most females don't like most men.
You've been preaching this for a minute.
They overvalue themselves. They think because a man is trying to fuck, because you gotta realize they think if a man is trying to fuck, they want him. They all about their ego. They all about that. Their attention. Yeah. Oh, you already my DM? Of course. That dude is in everybody else DM. That's what we do. That's how we hunt. Motherfucker just shoot at the crowd, see what's hit. That don't mean they want you. They're not, you know what I'm saying? If a motherfucker is spending time in your DMs, he being calculated. And he could continue saying, hello, how you doing, beautiful, blah, blah, consistently. And what catch you up? And you find a reply. Oh, he been consistent. Oh, I'm done. This the guy I want to be with. He still playing around. He still got all the bitches. Now I'm gonna give this motherfucker some chance that been consistently in my DM talking to himself. And he still talking, he hearing all the thing, and he tell you everything he want to hear. He being patient, not knowing he able to be patient because he got a line of pussy on the side to keep him busy. So you have the time and patience to play this game with you. Cause you're not the main one. You're not the one that he been preoccupied. So he can spend time talking this shit to you. And think about it, now you like, oh, he this and that, he really want to be in. No, he just got spare time to play this game with you. He in for the long haul. It don't make it no different from the motherfucker giving up yesterday. You just take a little bit more time. Some people like that. Some people, oh, I like a little challenge. Some people like, oh, now you owe me some pussy because I don't spend all the time talking, you know what I'm saying? So some people long term go into that. They long haul. That's most men do. Just like on Instagram, you look at your Instagram, they wait, you got a man. They waiting on that motherfucker to mess up so they can be like, oh, that nigga ain't shit. I already knew. Well, what happened to your girl? Yeah, man, here's the thing, ladies. Niggas don't give a fuck about you or how you feeling. You up here, you thinking because
I'm gonna make me spit my shit out, bro.
He check on me, ask how I'm doing today. He listen to me, complain, whatever. He wanna fuck. No man give a fuck about how you really doing. No man give a fuck about what you going through and this and that. They in it for their own agenda. That's to get your pussy. Now, after we get the pussy, now we can decide, do we want to keep it? Is it worth this? Or is it worth keeping, whatever? Then we decide all that. Don't y'all get there like, oh, he been paid, he been really. Then tell you nigga like, oh, I got men in my DM, they all want me, blah blah. Of course, everybody in there, cause it's available. And of course, we're gonna fuck out. Y'all always gonna shoot their shot. You just so have, oh shit, I hit that. Okay, cool, I'll take it. That's what we doing. You're not saying, oh, you're special. Oh, you look nice, or you look fuckable. So we gonna shoot our shots. It doesn't mean you special. Doesn't mean you got it. No, some people go about it. Some people may go to the route like, oh, girl, baby, you wifey, this, and that, whatever. Cause they don't have the type of gift of gab to tell you what it is. Like, oh, okay, let's do this and be real with. Some people they lead with relationship. Oh, you wifey, you this and that, whatever. Or they lead with money. Hey, let me buy you this, that. Some of them just tell you that, oh, they just patiently and give you normal conversation until you ready to get out.
And you know what's crazy is that the men that's gonna treat you right, you're not giving them niggas time. Okay. Like I said, because of what social media is, it's hard not to try to holler at somebody through DMs or through social media because women have told men that they're afraid of them. Like, and this is why this is such a weird dynamic. And I know we leave in the Diddy topic, but we're gonna come back to it. But
we come back. We turn around.
It's such a weird thing because women have told men that they don't like them coming up and approaching them.
Right.
So now, only way a man can holler at you is through social media. Then when a nigga holler at you through social media and he's a good dude, and he might do call you queen because he might really see you as this beautiful queen because he really don't know you. But he knows that you're what he wants. You're visually what aesthetically pleasing to him. You'll turn him down because when you go see his page, he not driving a $200,000 car. He not living at a $600,000 mansion, or he ain't his rent not $2,000 whatever dumb reason why you whatever materialistic reason.
With 6 roommates.
Exactly. And this is what's crazy to me. And it's like, I'm not sitting here saying that people shouldn't have standards and, things like we all got them.
But you
But
should lower the motherfucker. Y'all standing too damn high.
yeah, you should
You
lower 'em,
all
and
cannot
I don't
get
even call it. I don't even call it lowering it. I call it have a realistic standard.
right.
Some of you motherfuckers got unrealistic standards for motherfuckers that you don't have for yourself. And then when a motherfucker asks you to live up to a standard, you refuse because you think that you are the standard. And it's just
Exactly.
like, who told you this bullshit, bro? And this is where I be confused. And I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about men. You got some men that think that they can go in here because they handsome or women and everything. But the crazy part is it's hard for me not to blame women when it comes to this situation because men only do what women say. So you told men they gotta have a 12-inch dick.
Yeah.
Niggas go out here and get penis enlargements. You know what I'm saying? You told a nigga he can't be bald. The nigga go get a hair plant. You talk about it. You told a nigga he too masculine, be feminine. You call him a sissy. It's like, God damn, bro. So whenever a nigga changes for a woman and changes to please women, you shoot him down, you tear him down. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation for you. So
what that tells you?
The only option,
yeah,
but the only option for men to do is to say, fuck it, I'ma do me. When I get my money up, I'm a pick and choose, like how the women pick and choose. But then the women who was telling that same nigga that he need to get his money up and he go get his money up, now they mad that he won't choose you. Because you still the same bitch that told him to get the money up. You didn't change nothing. You didn't make no changes to yourself. You thought that you were the standard. Now this man don't think you the standard. Now he's gay. Or he must not like women. Or he's toxic. It is just weird to me, bro. And that's why I don't focus on women, bro. You can't focus on women.
Cause thing about it is I always say women make terrible decisions. You can't listen what the woman tell you that they want. They don't even know what the fuck they want. So you got to not listen to them tell you what to be or what they want. Cause you gonna change your lifestyle trying to fit what they want. They're gonna revert right back to the original setting. So they just easy because you gotta realize women are natural followers. That's why they go with the trend. That's why they have trends. Fall season trend. If they market like outfits or whatever, you got the fall trend. What's the latest trend? You got this type of bag, this and that, whatever. They all go for the same shit. So they natural followers. So you can't listen to motherfuckers saying they want it. They don't know what the fuck they want. They want a motherfucker to everybody what they react to is a motherfucker who they are. By you being who the fuck you are, they gonna stand to that. Cause you can't allow them to switch up and do this and say, oh, I like this. I want you to be this. No, you have to stand on what you are and can't allow them to sway you in any type of way.
Exactly, facts. And the crazy part is, and what the crazy part about this Diddy case and it ties together is that women want you to accept them for all their flaws and their past, but a woman won't accept a nigga for all his flaws and his past. And it's crazy to me that that's the way it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so you're saying that.
They want the highest value man, the highest value they can get without any type of change to themselves.
Exactly. So you want a nigga because you had your whole stage, and because think about it, a lot of these women were excited about because I think I said this on the podcast before. Most women dream is to have multiple men. They like to have multiple men fucking on them.
Be stressed.
So Cassie let multiple men.
Right? Motherfucker, here's the thing, they just naturally like that. Just naturally revert to the slut mentality or whatever, right? Even when they leave a relationship, they can revert to that. Cause think about it, right? The first thing women do when it's a group of girls, right? And they start getting drunk and tipsy, what they first start doing? They start kissing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Naturally, women are naturally like kind of got that slut in them. You know what I'm saying? That that
Mm-hmm.
naturally come. Once soon they picture, kiss on the cheek, this and that whatever. You don't see
Smack their ass,
men
grab on
getting
their
drunk and
titties,
dog
rubbing
step on
on
the
their
people.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's the
yeah.
one thing. They naturally got slut in them. You know what I'm saying? So it just naturally in them. you know, everybody don't see this. They had a
This
whole
nigga
song
said he
about
naturally got slut in her.
they naturally
Oh
slut.
god,
You
you
know
can't
what I'm
make
saying?
this shit up.
It's that cause
Oh.
men. That's why it's important for men to save women from themselves. That's why you can't
I
listen to
agree.
them telling you what to be. No,
You
you
need
are the
they need
motherfucking discipliner that out there set the guidance.
exactly.
They are going to distract you
And
if you let them.
listen, they tell you the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Your female counterparts come to kill, steal, and destroy you, bro. And I just believe that. And they
yeah,
say people like to say, oh, money is the root to all evil. You a motherfucking lie. Women are the root to all evil because men use money because women dictate what's valuable with money.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because and I spoke this plenty of times before. But women don't understand that. Like I said, women think that in order to get back at a man is
Go
let
be
me
a.
get his pussy up.
I'm gonna tell you, hey,
And
only
then
answer is reverting to slut ways.
yeah.
Get you
And
to get
then
revenge, get that pussy up. They get drunk, get that pussy
uh-huh.
up. When they happy, get that pussy up. When they want
Because
to do something, get that pussy up. When you
the
do
thing
something,
about it is it's crazy. Yeah, because and like I said, it's I don't know if people ever heard of this comedian named Patrice O'Neal. He died.
yeah,
Rest of them, one of the greatest comedians ever. But he even said it. He was like, women, if you didn't have a vagina, just say something happened and your vagina never worked. What would
yeah,
you do
to please
to
your man.
please or satisfy your man? Every woman talked about their body. None of them said start liking sports.
Yeah, they
Take
don't.
an
They
interest in what he interested
play with
in.
the balls.
Start play the PlayStation. Do
Get another
something
woman.
other than that. Use their body to keep them important.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, and I keep saying, women keep showing us who you are. You women keep you so worried about what men say instead of looking at what your actions actually show.
Right.
If I call you a slut and you're not a slut, then it shouldn't bother you. But you know why it bothers you? Because you're a slut. If I tell you, no, and I'm just being honest, that's just like, because like people be like, oh, well, I hate people putting titles on me that ain't mine. Why? They talked about Jesus, nigga. Like, motherfuckers gonna
Here's
talk
the thing.
about
I
you.
don't believe
But
that
if
neither. I don't believe that when females say that neither. Cause first time, once you fuck a bit, like the second times, first thing they say, what are we? They want a title.
exactly,
So yes,
yeah,
get these motherfucker a title. So you can't pick and choose
yeah,
when you want these fucking titles. So
facts,
when you do
damn,
slap the shit,
facts,
it come when you gonna get that title with it.
facts, 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 facts. And you right though. Motherfuckers hate titles if it's not a title that they want.
Yeah,
But your actions determine your title, not words.
yeah.
So women love to make it seem, and it is so crazy. Like I say, everybody done been there been to a woman. They'll be like, "Oh, I don't do this. I never done this," and then find out these bitches are masters. They unlock the final stage of this shit, and it's just like women like to deceive people. That's
Women
their
like to
game. I
lie.
gotta deceive you to make you like me.
And I'm finna slide
And
off into
Diddy,
another direction though.
hold on, before
You
you
know
slide out, I'm gonna say this. Cassie deceived that white man to a certain extent. I'm not saying that she deceived him about
I think he was in it.
everything.
Yeah.
No, I feel like he was in it. I mean, you know he was in it. It's documented that he watched Diddy fuck his wife. Like, it's documented. He watched Diddy fuck Cassie. So it's documented. But what I'm saying is, he didn't realize that they was doing 96-hour freak offs.
Yeah, and pissing.
That's the deception. He knew she was fucking Diddy because Diddy is Diddy. But he didn't know Diddy was letting the bartender, the custodian, the goddamn the bouncer,
that shit.
The pool man.
I don't think she told him everything. I don't think she.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She didn't tell him everything.
I don't think he's told about the pissing in the mouth.
Yeah, he didn't tell him everything.
I was watching Myron Game. He was covering this shit, right? He said he was watching them as they were going over. As they were talking about the shit she was doing, he said he was looking at them and like he just looked real crunchy, uncomfortable when they were saying.
Bruh, they showed pictures of how he looked, bruh. He didn't know everything, and that's the one thing women not gonna do. They not gonna show. They're not gonna tell you everything.
Yeah,
and I feel like he has no choice but to stand with her because he done had a kid with her. He done had a daughter with her, and now he can't be that guy who supported her through everything, when and let Diddy get him 30, 60 million, however the fuck much money, and then say, you know what? I don't fuck with this. Nah, because now he gonna have the whole world hating on him.
Should do that. If he was a real one,
I think he should. I think he should too.
Half that shit.
Nah, fuck more than half. More than half.
So he said, cause I think Cat still want Diddy. She still want that lifestyle. I think he was pushing her. No, you got to. He manipulated you.
Yeah,
he got to be held accountable. And plus, he was broke. He needed money too. She the breadwinner.
She was broke.
No woman wants to be the breadwinner.
First of all, I think Cassie got 2 songs.
2 what?
She got 2 songs.
I only know 1.
It don't matter. That's the point. You made my fucking point.
How you they even brought back the video when she was on BT, and she sounded terrible. How you gonna say you can't make no music because you were too busy doing freak off? You were too busy not having talent.
First of all, yeah, so I'm about to say.
I remember when Diddy came to it wasn't the Breakfast Club. Yeah, it was Charlamagne. He was in Philly or some shit like that. Or maybe it was just, it was one of these spots, right? Or in New York. He came to check Charlamagne because Charlamagne was going in on how terrible she's singing and shit.
Yeah.
And he would turn to her face. So he came personally to like, yo, check the man by going hard on it and shit, right?
But we know that.
So now we all want to be like, oh, she had no talent.
But think about this. If
she lifestyle that she wasn't worth having.
No, exactly. Facts. Diddy gave her a lifestyle where she never had to worry about whether or not her talents would keep her in the spotlight because Diddy was already that nigga. And the fact that I know that she didn't have talent is after she left Diddy, she never done nothing else but became a wife. What you see her do after that?
I ain't heard from her since. Hell,
since she left Diddy,
from one part, from the getting beat up to getting married, beat up, and that's it. I don't know.
Exactly.
I never heard from her.
After she left,
last time I heard from her musically, when your girl Lewis was always singing her song at work and shit. That's the last time I heard from her.
First of all, nigga, stop saying my girl, bro. It's a girl that we know from the boat, bro. Stop saying that shit, bro. She wasn't my. Let me put this shit out here, bro. This girl was never my girl. No, not at one point in my life and her life that we ever have any kind of connection, dog. We just knew each other. So stop painting this fake narrative that was my girl.
I was speaking in general. I was speaking in general terms.
So why you didn't say our girl?
Because I don't know her like that.
I don't know her like that either, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. I know her just as well as you. So shut the fuck up, bro. Jeez, I'm glad that the last podcast didn't work because all that fucking shit you was doing on that last podcast. That's probably why our shit didn't upload. Because God knew that you was in that bitch cutting the fuck up, saying some wild ass shit.
Hey, this nigga here bullshit. Hey,
This nigga bullshit. We cannot let that shit happen because this nigga Bo is on his goddamn shit and we can't let that shit get the fuck out, bro. That's why that shit won't upload, bro, because you keep doing this bullshit. Like, but the crazy part it is, and what I don't understand about women, like I said, women always want men to accept them for their flaws, but they can't accept the nigga for nothing, bro. Nigga ain't got no money, can't accept them. Nigga ain't got a big dick, can't accept them. Nigga don't got this, don't got that. They will not accept them, but a nigga supposed to accept them for any and every fucking thing they do. Bro. And it's such a weird thing, bro.
And then yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say let you speak out against that, nigga. You gonna have the wrath of women coming down. But the one thing about men, and I want you men to know this, don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck if women come down with the wrath of their so-called God on you. Right. Nigga, who gives a fuck? Man, I don't care. And it's not that I don't care, and I'm not sitting here saying that women don't have a voice. I'm just saying I don't care enough to think that you can just make up your own assumption of me and I'm supposed to care because you're a woman. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that shit. Because half of you women are like I said, women are horrible people to themselves, to the other women. I don't know how many times I gotta sit here. I don't know how many times I gotta sit here and say I have met every woman I meet. When you ask them about their friends, they don't got no female friends. They hang around niggas because women are fucked up. Women say that shit. You get these small women group. That's why you don't see longevity in women friendship.
Right.
It's not a longevity thing. It's a situational thing. I fuck with you when the situation fits me. That's how women fuck with their friends. Same way they fuck with niggas. They fuck with niggas situational. See, men, then that's why I say women they don't know real love because they never known it because their mama didn't know real love and their mama probably didn't know real love because they were situational bitches. They situational bitches. Pass down their situational shit to you. Now you a situational bitch and you get mad when you get treated on a situational basis.
Right.
And it's weird to me. You act like, like I said, you know, the one thing about women, they know they're a situational bitch. They know that their whole life is placed on situations. Only time they fuck with certain people is situational.
Right.
But they'll sit here and make it seem like we're just the loving, nurturing bitch. Maybe back in the days, maybe 100 years ago, you bitches ain't no loving. You bitches are mean, angry. Like I'm gonna show you. I think we still got the post, but most of you bitches is pirates. You curse, you drink a lot, you smoke, like you fight. You pirates. You manly pirate ass bitches, and then you want somebody to put you in your femininity. No, you fucking pirate. Ain't nobody putting you in no femininity. You manly motherfucker.
Like, yo, I literally like it's so fucking annoying when a bitch is claiming to be a alpha female or a female that a man got to put you in your feminine energy. Nah.
That's why I think a lot of you men gay. And I know this fucked up. But you men that like these manly women, you like men.
That's why. Oh, how you feel about damn, hold on. Let's wrap up.
You like men, but you don't want to be called out. So you go get listen, I'm not saying when I say you gay, I'm not saying that there's something wrong with being gay. What I'm saying is most of you motherfuckers, the women done convince you that it's okay to toe the line. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to walk that line of being gay and not being gay, bro. Right. And then you get mad because a man be like, well, you're gay. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying you're gay. It's okay. A lot of you men will go and put on your women clothing for a skit. And because you've been wanting to act that shit out anyways. And I'm not saying the men who go do shit for their kids. Like your daughter want to dress you up in a princess outfit. That's cool. That's your daughter. But if your girlfriend tell you, let's do, you ever seen that trend where you flick the lights off and then the nigga be wearing the women clothes and the woman be wearing, you low key like that shit, nigga. Because why? Like, is it really funny though? Is it funny? Like, I know. Maybe I'm asking this question to y'all. Is it funny to see a nigga put on women clothes? Because I feel like the only people that find that shit funny is other women. Women that see men dressed like, because women was the one that propagated gayness, like men being gay, and they cool with that shit. But I don't think men really.
Women say they do a lot and bring a lot of value, but most thing that women are into, they get it from. It's done best by guys, or they get it from gay guys. Like women slang nowadays, they got from the gay community. Who does the best makeup? Most likely a guy that does it.
Most likely a gay man. Who got the best fashion? Most likely a gay guy.
Exactly. Women get their whole style from gay men.
And you would think that women. Go ahead.
Women would rather have a gay best friend than to have a man most of the time.
You know what's weird to me is women will compliment a gay man on things and then turn around and say, oh, that straight man is DL. I thought you loved that shit. I thought you loved down low men. I thought women loved that shit.
Yeah.
But then shame them when they mad. You love gay men.
You think about it though. They don't. They use them motherfuckers too. They know that gay men would do anything to be accepted by females. They want to be females so bad. So they have them around them. And then first thing they do when they get mad at them, oh, that's why you got a nigga fucking you in your ass. Of course he's gay. What do you expect? He's not gonna have a woman fucking him in his ass. He's gay.
It's weird because women want, and the crazy part is, like I said, it's a play on power for women. Women love a man who will let them do things to them. Women love a man if they let them, eating their booty, putting their finger in their booty, doing any kind of thing to demasculate this person, bro, because it's a sense of power that they have. And then they hide it behind, oh, my man really loves me because he lets me treat him like a bitch. That's really what they do. They treat you like one of their female friends. Go put your finger in your girlfriend booty hole, bro, your homegirl booty. If you want to do all that feminine shit and why you want to do it to your man? And why would you as a man want that shit to happen?
They probably do it to their homegirl. Okay, y'all realize we discussed earlier. They automatically revert to their natural state of being a slut.
But I'm saying and this is what men don't, and this is what men should know. Women will go, because all women talk to their female friends about you. I don't give a fuck how good of a man you is. Right. And a lot of them women give them bad advice and say, well, girl, if he really love you, did he let you put his finger in put your finger in his booty? Do he let you do any, because it's any kind of way to demasculate you, bro. And I'm trying to tell you that these women like this fact, and it's a power play. I don't give a fuck what it is. It's not love.
So you say so you saying
women talk about this shit. Listen. So you know, I got a lot of female friends.
Have you let you really love it? Have you let you put your finger in his booty?
In his booty. That nigga love you if he'll let you. If that nigga let you do that to him, that nigga really love you. And they'll convince their female friend that you should be like, oh, will he let you eat his booty? Oh, that nigga don't love you. Cause to them that's vulnerability. Oh, he not being vulnerable with you if he not letting you demasculate him in some fucking kind of form. A woman think that she should be able to talk to her man any kind of way because if he loves her, she should be able to voice her opinion in a very negative way, and he's supposed to accept that. And it goes back to what I'm saying about Cassie.
Right.
A woman can do anything, and they're supposed to be forgiven because they're women. A man, because once a man, the one thing that men don't do is we're not gonna let shit slide. If you slip up and say, "Hey, I took dick in college," you still my homeboy, but you're gay.
You gay.
Plain and simple.
There's no such thing as else a time.
You can't come back.
No, you gay for
You can't be. I was experimenting. I was trying some shit out.
The only pass you get when you were molested, shit as a child or whatever.
Exactly. If you were sexually, if you was raped,
once you willingly
molested,
accept dick as an adult, you are gay.
And it's okay. You could be gay. But people want to make it seem like because we say, "Oh, you gay," now we're trying to be negative. No, nigga, you're just gay. Why is it got to be negative? Nigga, you took dick. You liked it. You wanted to try it. You're gay. It's okay.
You back that.
But don't sit here and tell me you not gay. You gay. And then they'll say stuff like, "Oh, if he only do it once, they don't make you gay." Yeah, it did. It did. It did. It made you gay. Now, I'm not.
You can't take away your education. Like when you get a diploma, you can't say you got it now. You have a diploma. You passed that stage now. You're not.
You can say, but I'm not saying that you can say, "Hey, I'm gay, but you know what? I decided that I don't want to fuck with men. I want to only fuck with women." And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, say less. You know, cool. Okay. You tried it out." But you're a gay nigga that like women. It's cool. There's a lot of gay niggas that like women. Like, I'm not judging you on that because I don't care, man. What you allowed to insert in you and what that's on you. But you're not gonna sit here and tell me that you still don't have yearnings for that shit.
Let me ask you this though. I watch the podcast. Let me ask you this. So, are you gay if you're attracted to men, or you actually went through did some penetrate or been penetrated?
Oh, can I say this? Can I say you have gay tendencies? I don't, because because if you get penetrated, you're gay.
Yeah.
If you want to get penetrated, okay, I think the better answer. I think the better question is you gay if you let a woman penetrate you? Like if you let a woman peg you, are you gay? Because if you let another man penetrate you, or you penetrate another man, knowing that that's a man and knowing that you're a man, you're gay. It's okay, but you're gay.
Penetrated by a woman, SSA. I don't. So you get penetrated by a man, you gay. There's no you gay. If you're attracted to men, what is that?
Willow, hold on real quick. Keep talking, but just give me.
If you're attracted to men, what is that? Is that gay? If you're attracted to men, for me to get that, me to get the other part, I gotta know what is that. So if you get penetrated by a woman, maybe you're not gay. You gay. You right behind gay, but you like doing some gay shit. You like a dick. Actually, if you get penetrated, that's a dick that's penetrating you. I'm assuming. If it's like some type of strap on or some shit like that penetrating you, it's a dick. You gay. Cause it's a dildo that penetrating, so it's gay.
It's like it's a dick.
You get penetrated by it. If it's a plastic dick penetrating you plastic gay.
Motherfucker. Look at did you send me this shit?
What's that? Check it out, man. Check this shit out, man.
You a fucking G.
Check it out.
Hey, I'm gonna start wearing this bitch every podcast. You see that motherfucker, bro?
It kind of blurred out, man.
Oh. Can you see that motherfucker, bro?
No, it kind of interfered with
man, let me change my background, bro, because this bitch hard as shit, bro. They say I can't change it while we're recording, but nah, this bitch hard as fuck, bro. Shout out to you. Hey, my niece came in here. She was like, you got a package. I'm like, I got a package. Who the fuck sent me a package? Of course, I should have known it was your ass. Shout out to that shit. That bitch hard as fuck. Now I'm gonna be wearing that bitch all the time. He forgot to even send it to me. That bitch hard as fuck, nigga.
Like 3 weeks ago. Like like last month, like early May. I said that.
Oh yeah, I just got this bitch, bro.
Yeah, but I think it took time to making this shit. It was like you had like even it showed on there, it take like 3 weeks to send that shit out with them.
Oh, okay, yeah, nah. And then you sending that bitch from way over there. Nah, that bitch hard as fuck. But I agree with you. If you and it's, I mean, I guess it's just our opinion, but if you get penetrated, bro, to me, whether it's women or man, you gay. Or you have gay tendencies, you have gay
you definitely got gay
aspirations.
So my thing is, if it's a woman penetrate you, here's my thought, right? If it's a woman penetrate you, I'm thinking, okay, you're not gay. You just like men. You gay. You right behind gay, but you like doing gay shit. Okay, so woman penetrating you.
I feel like if you let a woman,
what is she penetrating you with? A dildo? Because that's a plastic dick. So you gay.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. And even if you let a woman penetrate you, you wish it was a man. In my mind, you wish it was a man. You just don't want to be labeled.
Maybe they just need a lady boy.
Yeah. That's what I was just about to say. Maybe, and you know what? And the one thing I gotta respect white people about is they're not ashamed of themselves. If them white dudes, when you see them in these countries with lady boys, they don't hide that shit. They be with lady boys. They be loving these motherfuckers, marrying these motherfuckers. They love lady boys. And I got no problem with that. But it's the people who I have a problem with that act like they're not this. For what? Yeah. If you like that and you enjoy it, own up to that shit. Embrace that shit. Because that's the only way. The one thing, and I told my gay homeboy this when he was high, I was like, the only way for people to accept you is when you accept yourself. So if you don't accept yourself being that person, how the fuck the world gonna accept it when I can see that you don't even accept yourself? And this is what I say about people who live this kind of lifestyle. You have to accept and embrace it. Everything comes with hate.
You know, one thing I respect,
you as a black.
One thing I respect, especially like in Thailand, all them places that does that, whatever. When a lady boy let you know out front that they a fucking lady boy. I don't like that.
And most of them will.
And you're a woman and type shit. Yeah. Now you playing with lives and shit. Now you playing with lives.
Yeah.
If you a motherfucking lady boy, get a mother option. If that dude into that type of shit, into that type of shit. But one thing I always respect about them motherfucker, use they'll that motherfucker know. When I see motherfucker like crash out and beat a motherfucker ass because they like, oh, I found out he was a man, really a man or lady boy or whatever. No, you knew that motherfucker lady boy. No. You just trying not to.
You knew that was a lady boy. Trying to do. Yeah, exactly. You just don't want to pay your money
and not pay him for it and shit. And
yeah,
you knew what.
Because, like I said, lady boys are not like the transgender in our country.
Right.
The lady boys in other countries, they let you know they're not trying to hide that shit because they're not shamed in their country.
Boy. They be like, I'm lady boy.
They're not shamed in their country. So they're not ashamed of being who they are in their country because it's not something to be ashamed. Only Western culture people are ashamed of who they are. And they could say because of, and I'm not saying that there's never been violence towards people before, you know what I'm saying? But we have progress, and that's why people don't admit that we have made progress into making things acceptable.
Right.
Most time when you have somebody getting hurt that's of that gender or nature, it's because they hid it from the person that they were doing it with.
Yep.
Because if you see them, go ahead.
They also one hour when motherfucker was just like embarrassing himself or liking ladyboy dick or whatever, but mostly in America, they known for doing shit like that. Cause I used to see online all the time with this. I forgot this rapper name, D-Lo Brown or some shit, D-Lo, whatever.
And
And
you
then
found out
some
that shit
dude.
wasn't true. Yeah,
Yeah, they do shit like that. So why you in part of the gay community? You want motherfucker to accept you, but you doing shit like this.
exactly.
That make
And
motherfucker
he
not
admitted
accept that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If you up here trying to shame
exactly.
a motherfucker, now what if he was gay? You know what I'm saying? And you up here trying to convince the motherfucker where they gay. Why? Why you attacking random straight motherfucker? That's that bullshit. Like, if you ever notice though, them be the most bored motherfuckers though, right? If you ever
But
watch
that's
a
what I'm
show,
saying.
it usually all the time be some gay nigga in the behind the scene.
Yeah. But like I
But
said, you look at this dude. This dude who did that shit to D-Lo, he came and admitted that D-Lo never hollered. These niggas, I don't know what's the fascination with gay and trans people trying to turn straight people gay. Like, what
because some
is
of
the
them motherfuckers only
goal?
like gay straight man, which is weird.
Which is weird. That's what I'm saying. You try to, and this how you know, and this is why I don't understand about trans women and trans men that turn to women. You go after straight men for what? To me, if you feel like a woman, you want to be a woman, you have a whole community where there's people who accept you
Who
in
like that
that
shit?
community
Yeah.
that you could be with. So why go try to trick some dude? And then I feel like a lot of the dudes that get tricked, they have no choice but to stay with that shit, because it's like, if I shame these niggas, I'm gonna be shamed by both the straight community and the gay community.
Yeah.
So now I don't want to be left in limbo. So I gotta pick a side.
Right.
And it's just weird to me, because like, if you like what you like, you like what you like, bro. Like and I'm not saying that you got to keep it private. Like, I don't care. Like, people
But
know me.
then
I don't
just
care.
you ain't gotta be all out in the open doing freaking shit, whatever. But then again,
Yeah.
if that's your type of shit, it's your type of shit. Just don't be trying to, you know what I'm saying, trick motherfucker into fucking you and shit or whatever. There's a community for that. You can get a community and get fuck or go fuck or whatever. You ain't gotta trick a motherfucker into getting some dick from you and shit. But my question is, it kind of goes circle back to I know we had kind of mentioned about the masculine, female, whatever, right? Nigga, how you feel about Remy Ma, man, and New York chicks like that? You got Remy Ma and who? You got Remy Ma and your boy Pat Poose sparring out over the internet, man. But my thing is about it, like, cause Remy Ma is a masculine ass chick. A lot of New Yorkers is. I don't know what she's saying, so
Can you
you
hear
might. I
me?
think she
All
might
right.
be.
Bet. I made a
But
mistake. Turn that.
but
Okay, yeah.
Remy Ma's a masculine ass shit. That's very
She always
masculine.
been masculine to me. And
And
this is me being honest. When I first heard about Remy Ma back in the days, I thought she was a man. I thought she was a trans. I thought she was a trans man. No, I mean, I was young. Like, you got to realize, Remy Ma,
yeah,
she done did a lot of time, bitch, but she been around for a minute. Remy Ma
right.
ain't new. When
That's
I
fact.
first seen Remy Ma, bro, I thought she was a man. I thought that she was the first trans rapper signed to Terror Squad. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just being honest. Like, and
Yeah,
then I realized, like, of course, quickly I found out, oh, this a real woman with very manly features,
right.
and
And manly
nothing
behavior.
against it. I think that it's fucked up. I think it's fucked up, bro. I don't want to. I don't know the ins and out of the situation, but the one thing I do know is this nigga Papoose have only ever spoken highly of this motherfucker.
Right.
He has always showered her in public. Like I'm saying, I don't know what they did in they private, but in public, this nigga has 100% supported her in every turn. And for her, but this is what women do, bro. When women when women get tired of you, when women have used you enough, they will try to paint you as the worst motherfucker on the planet, bro. And it's just in their DNA. Papoose, even with like her fucking with the dude Block, the street captain, whatever that nigga that
Battle rapper.
when
Yeah.
because I do watch a lot of battle rapping. So when I remember when I first started hearing about it, I didn't really care. But then I was like, damn, Remy, you just got out of prison. My dog been holding you down the whole time you was in prison. And you choose Easy the block captain? Out of all niggas you would choose, you go get this nigga that kind of look like Papoose. Like, it's weird because clearly Papoose has a type and clearly Remy has a type.
Right.
And you could tell because, like I say, Papoose and that nigga kind of resemble each other. Carissa Shields and fucking Remy kind of resemble each other. So these two niggas have a type. But I don't feel, what I don't like is that the shit got to social media. I think that's my biggest problem. I don't like that it got to social media, but if I had this, if I have to choose who I feel is wrong in the situation, it would be Remy. Remy fucked up for what she's doing because, and this how I know, this is why I don't believe in love because and I know love and hate is the same thing, but the way that motherfuckers love each other and then turn to hate so quickly is crazy. It's just like the Offset and Cardi B thing. It's like the way you motherfuckers was bragging on each other, braggadocious, loving this, relationship goes this, Papoose their relationship goes, Cardi B their relationship goes, to how these motherfuckers is now. I would never want to be in a relationship like that. And that's why I think I said this. Yeah, I think I said this on one of my earlier podcasts. I don't want somebody to love me like that. Because when somebody loves you like that, that means that the reverse of it is gonna be dramatic, bro. It's gonna be harsh, and you could just tell. Look at this shit. And what I really believe is that the court should not be tied into relationships. Child support, none of that shit. I feel like you niggas got to get it out the mud. You niggas went and laid down together. Y'all got kids. Y'all got to figure that shit out. Bringing the courts into, because it's not a business. So the courts getting into personal business is crazy to me. Like you can't go and tell somebody how to raise their kid and what's the right way to raise their kids. I don't believe in that because everybody raised their kids different. I don't think that the court should be allowed to get involved in that shit. Because you make kids seem like they're not humans and they're just items that you could pay for. And it's just a weird thing to me. That shit is weird to me. But that Remy Papoose shit is, like I said, I don't know too much about it because I don't really fuck with, when I say I don't fuck with them, I don't really follow them and listen to their shit. And really, I'm not really involved in people's personal stuff. If I fuck with you, I like you for the product that you're putting out. So if you're a rapper, I like you for the music that you're putting out. I don't care. I can't care enough about your personal life.
I never really listened.
That's what I'm saying. I never really listen. I know he's nice with the bars, but I never listen to him like that. I'm not a big New York fan like that. I don't listen to New York music like how New York people listen to New York music. I don't listen to Remy Ma like that. Even when she was with Terrence Carr, I wasn't a big fan of her. So them got that shit going on. It's to me, it's none of my business. Like that shit, like Papoose, all I know is you happy, Papoose, you got your wife, separate that shit, do what you do. You got Carissa, you got your thing. Papoose, you got the nigga Easy from the block, do your thing. But because like I said, motherfuckers don't really love each other, bro. We just get with each other for convenience.
Yeah, convenience and shit. And motherfucker like Remy,
people get with people for convenience.
Do some masculine shit. That's too masculine for me.
That's too masculine. But she always been masculine.
Any motherfucker like that, nah, man. I only like when the bitch call me bro.
Yeah.
Bitch, you can leave. Don't call me no damn.
I don't like when a bitch call me bro if we trying to be intimate.
I'm talking
Like
about
if
bitches
you
I'm
trying
fucking.
to,
You know what I'm saying? If
yeah,
I'm fucking,
that's what I
I'm
say.
trying
Okay, yeah. If I'm fucking, I don't
to.
really care for that.
If you,
That because you
you know
got
what
too
I'm saying?
much
'Cause
manliness
I'm
in you.
trying to fuck. I don't give a fuck anyway. Cause I ain't
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
that.
I don't give a fuck. You can talk how you want. Call me bro. What up, bro? Okay, cool.
But if
But
I'm
if we
fucking with
try,
you on that type of shit, and you hit me up, and you like, bro, even when you like, it's just like, yo, you hit me like, bro, come on. They're like, what the fuck? Where you get this attitude from? You know what I'm saying? That type of shit that other motherfuckers like. I don't like that shit.
yeah,
Take that shit
because women
somewhere.
are pirates. I told you these bitches are pirates. They like that R matey type shit. They bitches like that shit, bro. They think that shit cool, bro. And it's
Yeah,
just weird to me because
I'll be
you
right
would
back.
never think that you would never think that you have to tell a woman to be feminine.
Right.
Just like you shouldn't have to tell a man to be masculine. Like I feel like those things shouldn't have to be said. If a man tell you, "Hey, I'm not being masculine because you haven't put me in my masculine energy," women will be like, "Man, this nigga's sassy as fuck. This nigga feminine as fuck." But women will sit there and turn. So, but when I tell you, when you tell me, "Oh, you ain't gotta put me in my femininity," and I say, "Oh well, you masculine as fuck. You man as fuck." Like you'll get mad, and man, people are weird, bro. Like people are weird, and I'm cool with people being weird. I think it's what bothers me is when people try to force their weirdness on you. Like you could be weird and be cool, and if I accept you, I accept you. If I don't, I don't. People care too much about that shit, but to try to force me to accept your weirdness is crazy. Like if people like, I'm cool with people not accepting me. I'm cool with people not liking my sense of humor, or I'm cool with people not liking the shit that I talk about and the way I talk about it. And I'm cool with all that shit.
Right.
What I'm not cool with is motherfucker trying to force me to accept them when I don't. Like, listen, if I don't accept you, if you don't, if I say I don't accept you, you should be like, okay, well, fuck you then, and keep it pushing. But people
Me,
can't do that.
you're right. Even I'm type like I don't give a fuck. Even when like when I hit my homeboys up or whatever, and they don't hit me back, or they say, "Oh, we gonna do this," they don't. I don't give a fuck. Like my man
Yeah,
thing, like, oh, they probably doing some other shit. And thing about it, I always tell motherfuckers like, yo, you ain't got a lot of me. I ain't want you bitch.
yeah,
Anytime I say
yeah,
let's do some shit
exactly.
you don't want to do, just say you ain't gotta do the shit. I'm not finna
Yeah,
say it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather mother just tell me, nah, I ain't fuck with that shit. I respect that, mother.
yeah.
And I don't hold that
But
against
that's me.
motherfucker. If motherfucker want to do some shit, if I ask mother to do some shit for me, then I don't hold that shit against them.
I don't
Like,
hold
cause,
it me either. If
like,
and I
cause
think we do that to each other. We'll hit each other up and we're gonna do this podcast at this time. If we don't do it at this time, we don't get mad. We don't get mad at each other. We be like,
right,
all right, bro. Whenever we do next time we free, we gonna link it up. Plain
right.
and simple. Like we not. But like I said, if you're a human being and you got something going on in your life, you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to explain to me because I realize that as an adult, you got things to fucking do, nigga.
You
Like
have
shit
shit
not gonna
going
be,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like people, but you know, people will get mad because like I said, I still like I bring this up and I probably brought it up before. I had a homegirl.
Mm,
We was close. I fucked with her, I loved her, and I still love her. Like I don't have no
yeah.
problems with it. But she got mad at me because she felt like when we was living in the same area, we talked every day, we saw each other every day, we had this very close connection. And then when I moved away, I didn't reach out as much. And I had to explain to her, bro, I don't talk to anybody like that that's not face to face with me on a regular basis. Nigga.
Right.
I don't call my mom like that. I'm a very much in your face type of person. If we're
Right.
gonna
In
talk,
this
because I
area.
don't like sitting on the phone talking,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't like. I'm not a person. I'm not like, and I remember I told her she was like, "Well, why don't I don't like? Cause shit, I got shit going on. Oh, well,
Yeah.
why you
Living
didn't
life.
tell me? And
I'm
it's
living life.
but it's not because I don't trust you with the information. Is I just don't give out my information like that because all you could do, especially if I feel like there's nothing you can do to help me. If I know there's nothing you can do to help me, I'm not finna bore you with the details of my fucking life because it gets us nowhere. And then all you're doing is making me bring up negative things that I don't want to talk about it. And women are so weird about that. They be like, oh, men never talk. Because why would I want to bring up some fucked up shit to talk to you about for you to not help with? So now I gotta sit in this fucked up mood. And then now you're mad at me because, like, well, why are you so mad? Because you made me relive some fucked up shit that I was trying
to do shit about.
Yeah, and I was trying to forget it, but you're such a nagging ass bitch that you like talking to you gonna help the situation. And then 99% of the time, you're not gonna give any good advice.
At all. They never give good advice. Motherfucker is incapable of giving good advice.
But I can't say that to you because you're so emotionally attached that if I say I don't tell you this shit because I know that you can't fix it, and even if you try to tell me something, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
You're gonna feel some kind of way. So what I do is like, oh, I'm straight. I'm good. Ain't nothing wrong. Like, it is what it is. Why you ain't talk to me, man? I just been kind of focused on myself. I ain't really been talking to nobody. I've been just trying to get it. And that's not good enough for some people. And it's just like, if my friendship is only based off of how often and how much I communicate with you and talk to you, then maybe we're not really friends. And I'm cool with that. Maybe I thought that we were friends deeper than what we were, but now I realize that we're only friends on the surface, and I'm cool with that. I have surface level friends. I have, and the one thing about me, if I really fuck with you, I don't even call you my friend. You family to me, and that's how I know the difference between a friend and somebody I really fuck with. Because, like I tell people all the time, it's a reason friend would end, because most of them bitches come to an end.
Right.
It's not gonna last a long fucking time.
Yeah.
But you know, get back on top of just the papoose and all them shits. Like, it's such a different, man. Being in a relationship is the hardest thing you'll ever do in life, bro. Trying to maintain relationships, trying to maintain that shit is just, to me, it's too hard. I just don't care enough anymore to maintain friendships with motherfuckers that don't want to be friends.
Yeah.
If you don't fuck with me, go ahead.
I was like, think about me. I'm like, I reached a point, especially with a relationship, where it's a point of most motherfuckers distraction, right? I put self first, man. Cause most time it's just distraction, and it's a liability, man. Most relationship you get in, it's just a liability, you know. Now I start looking at what are you doing for me? What assets can you bring for me? How can I benefit off that? You know what I'm saying? And most can bring is, of course, this guy talking about is pussy. I'm like, yeah, because all time I smash a motherfucker, and right after I'll be like,
you ready for them to leave?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You served your purpose.
It don't start out like that. It don't start out like, oh, I'm trying to smash. I start out trying to like actually into something.
Get to know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But after smash, it be like, I get that PNC. And like, yeah, then like, you trying to get annoyed. I get annoyed easily too. Easily annoyed.
Me too. Listen, I've been preaching that shit. I've been preaching that I get annoyed quick by motherfuckers. I'm one of them people that, and like I said, I don't, and see, the one thing about me is I'm gonna take accountability. I get tired of motherfuckers quick. Yeah. I have always been like that. I have always been like, especially if you're not giving me anything. If you're just around just to be the fuck around, I don't really need you around.
I think
you know what I'm saying.
I don't like my restriction, like, Cause with the
Yeah.
females I deal with, you know what I'm saying? Female I gotta know, like, yo, I don't like being restricted, man. I gotta have freedom. I
Mm,
don't like being cause think
yeah.
about it, it just don't make sense. You gonna restrict me and then I gotta take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? You want me
Mhm.
to make a life and make this happen, then want to restrict me to only your box and your time. No.
Mhm.
I started, you know what I'm saying? I just started like either I don't want no fucking togetherness. No, you either have access to my life or you don't. If you have access to your
Fact.
life, hey, enjoy the assets that you have. If not, then hey,
Exactly.
I don't want no
Exactly, bro.
fucking be tied down to a motherfucker, then they doing this. But I still require the same shit out of female. You know what I'm saying? Like I had one of my lady friend here recently cooking. I like when motherfucker cooking and shit. One of my things, man. Motherfucker come in cooking shit, this and that. But a lot of stuff I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I got high expectation from a female that I deal with. You know what I'm saying? I like certain shit to happen. And when I deal with, mention it. You know, I just let them be. If you don't naturally have it, I mean, I get it. Certain shit where you got your shit how you want shit, whatever. But I'm very simple. Certain shit I expect from a female I deal with. If I'm out and we drinking or whatever, and I got a bottle of wine or that's my drink of choice. Whatever. I don't drink like hard liquor and shit. I expect you to fill my glass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we at the
Yeah.
crib, I expect you to cook, whatever, serve. If we out the bed, I expect you to make the bed. That's one of my pet peeves. I hate when I'm out of bed and the female don't make the bed. Like me, it's like
And there's
nah.
nothing wrong with you having expectations because women have expectations.
Exactly.
And that's what
I
bothers me
fit
about
your
women.
expectation. Why you feel like you shouldn't have to fit mine?
Yeah. And that's my biggest problem with women. Women, they're allowed to have expectations. But
Right.
then when you have expectations of them, you're trying to control them. Or you're trying
Exactly.
it's always
Or
some
you are
reason
not.
why they shouldn't have to do anything but just be cute and be a fuck around. And that's
Right.
because social media and these movies and these TV
Yeah.
shows have made women think that, oh, it's cool to just be the pretty girl on somebody arm.
Exactly. That's not
That's
enough
good enough.
anymore. It's not enough anymore. It ain't be
I
pretty
don't
no
think
more.
it ever been enough, bro.
No,
Only
no,
a
no, I'm
select,
saying,
only
but they
to
got away with it. Motherfucker allowed to get away with it
but
because
but
motherfucker
I'm about to
was
say
letting them do.
only to a select few that was okay.
Yeah.
Select
Cause
few
if
of
you
people
look,
said that was okay and they ran with it. They was like, oh, well,
right,
because these select few said it was okay, that means the whole world has to accept it as okay. No,
yeah,
nigga, that's not okay.
at all,
Nigga,
at
like,
all.
and then, but the one thing I know for a fact is most men are willing to take care of the blunt of the duty,
Mm.
financially, all that stuff.
Yeah,
But
it's
ain't no
they
man finna do the blunt of the duties and have a talking back ass female, have a
exactly.
manly ass female, have
Cause
a
now
women with
men
the,
want
the,
to
the
work
mind
for
frame
their
of I'm
buck.
not gonna do some shit.
I
Yeah,
don't want no
facts.
restriction. I don't want to be in no
Yeah.
mouth. I don't want none of that bullshit.
And,
I got
and
that
and
one
what we
chick,
said, the
right?
one thing a woman gonna do is try to make you live in the bullshit that they live in. They gonna try to make
Exactly.
you fit their bullshit into your
Mhm.
circle. That's the one thing that's gonna come with every one thing that's gonna come with most females is some bullshit that they
Exactly.
telling you gotta accept. Like you gotta accept
Hey,
this bullshit if you
hey,
want to
one
be with
thing
me.
you gonna do, you gonna have to learn to walk over that shit, or it
Mm-hmm.
gonna be that shit.
What's the one thing you gotta learn to do is assist that bitch to somebody else. That's what the one
Yeah.
fucking thing you need to learn. When a
You
bitch
ever
start
had
telling you
a
that you gotta assist that bitch to somebody else
right? You ever had a chick that every time the mother talk to a motherfucker need something?
all the time. First
I
of
mother
all,
hit me like, yo, why
women
you always
lead. First of all, women lead with needing something. I have yet
yeah,
to meet. I have yet to see a woman who's actively trying to find somebody not lead with them needing something.
yeah.
They never lead with what they trying to give to somebody.
Right. They got kind of thing they got to give it pussy. You know what I'm saying? For most part. Cause they leave there. I've
And the
seen
crazy.
see one
Go
video where
ahead.
they're
Go ahead.
like they're like when you said earlier, they say that. Like when you had to offer it,
Yeah.
either gonna say they sell pussy because they know pussy is just trading
It's
value
the
or
only,
whatever.
yeah,
When you a motherfucker that's focused, when you start being on your purpose, your focus, you change your lifestyle, then a lot of
yeah,
female when don't fuck with guys that count on their purpose like that, cause they know they can't get away with their bullshit. Cause they
yeah.
know if your motherfucker start having standard and discipline, they know pussy is not enough. Now
Pussy
you're
has never
required to
been enough.
change. Some motherfucker try to manipulate with the pussy, this and that, whatever. When that not working, then they just stuck with a character and
And what's
characteristics.
fucked up is half of these bitches give pussy, that shit be bap as fuck.
Nigga, I seen
It
one
don't
shot.
even be,
I don't know if I shared to you or not, nigga. It had one chick. It had a caption like, "I motherfucker, y'all female be like, have motherfucker waiting 6 months for this, and it had motherfucker badly
yeah,
bent over."
yeah. You
Trash
motherfuckers,
ass shit.
and that's what I'm trying to say. Motherfuckers will make it seem, and just because you're pretty don't mean your pussy good. Just
Exactly.
because, like, half of these women that's giving out this pussy, it be dap ass pussy. It be,
Still
it just be stale ass, not
starfish.
cleaned properly,
I had a
tissue
one
in
fish
that
say
shit.
chick called it starfish, man. Well, just later.
Yeah, just later. Half of the women just later. And the crazy part is the ones that's active be the hoes. The ones that's really giving you a bang for your buck is the hoes. And then they get
You
mad
know
that
why?
niggas fuck with
'Cause they
hoes.
their whole lifestyle is catering men, knowing what men
Hmm.
want, knowing what men tick.
Exactly.
When
Yeah.
you a motherfucker
And
that always used to being served, used to motherfucker coming to your liking, you don't know or even care what gonna make the man tick. So you just fucking dare. You just show up and you think that's enough.
yeah. And like I said, I have no problem with you think isn't enough. But guess what you finna get from me? $40 or less. That's what you finna fucking get, bro. just I'ma just be
Hey,
honest, bro.
they not even getting
I'm not
afforded no
finna,
more.
I'm not, yeah, shit, brother. The way I've been looking at these hoes on this, man, you hoes ain't worth $20. And I'd much rather spend my 40 on food or doing some other shit, bro.
On a fucking
Because like I
massage and
said,
shit, man.
yeah,
Shit.
man, the value of pussy has dwindled so low that it's like almost sad. Like
Right.
when you really think about it. When you look at
Mm,
these women on social media and they platforms, you go to their pages, you realize that them hoes ain't worth a nickel that dropped out your pocket. Nigga. You know how you drop a nickel or you might drop a penny and you just say
right.
fuck it and leave it there and keep it pushing because you got
Yeah.
better shit to do.
Mm,
That's what pussy is worth. Pussy is worth some shit that fell out my pocket. Like if I reach in my pocket and I drop a 10, I'm like, you know what, you can have that. I'm gonna go
right.
and get the fuck up out of here because I got better shit to do than to be
Yeah.
focused on your sex and the little bap ass pussy. And then, like I said, they give you some bap ass pussy and they expect you to buy them a Birkin or fund a trip or send money whenever they ask for it. For what? For what?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. Women so delusional. They'll sit there and talk about. And I know I ain't trying to put out your business, but it remind me of the text message you showed me from the one chick when
Yeah.
she was talking bad on her baby daddy, but in the same breath she trying to do the same shit.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that speaks more to your character than his. Because just
Mhm.
cause that nigga a dog ass nigga and he a fucked up ass nigga, so now you're gonna go be a dog ass slut ass bitch to
Right.
get back at him? Like what
That
sense
makes
does
you even
that
worse.
make, bro?
That
First
makes
of
you
all,
even
that
worse.
dick was inserted in you. That could never pay him back.
Yeah.
And I don't know why women don't understand that.
And like I
Of
said,
course,
they
some
always
men are,
revert back to they slut mode.
and I'm not saying that that man feelings might not be hurt. Yeah, you might hurt his feelings, but you're not really hurting him. And that's what I'm
Right.
saying. You might hurt his
Especially
feelings. He might be like, oh,
Yeah,
Go ahead.
especially when you depend on this motherfucker.
Exactly. You depend, and that's what I was saying in the listen, the text message went, and I'm like, so, and I didn't even get into the conversation with you when you was because I was just like, I ain't got time for this bullshit. This bitch talking some crazy bullshit. Because bitch, you living in this man's house. You ain't got to worry. What she was like, all I do is take care of my kids. Off of this man dime.
Exactly.
And you out here playing the victim like you really getting treated bad. You're not. You're not. Yeah, that man fucking somebody else. So what? He taking care of home. You ain't got to pay not one bill. You ain't got to worry
I will
about whether or
screen
not the
share
lights
it,
gonna
man.
be.
I will
Nah,
screen share, but
you know,
I ain't edit that shit. I had to crop that shit.
yeah, you
But
gotta go paint over the name and yeah,
yeah.
but it's
But
just
here's the
weird,
thing
bro.
though,
That
right? The killer part is, so you got this situation, right? You can't even meet a motherfucker. And you ain't trying to meet a motherfucker and fuck her now. You want a motherfucker sit here and waste time talking to you, not have any type of sex, wait for you to have time. You got kids, you got mother you living with, and you expect motherfucker like not to have sex or that? No. Why would motherfucker want to waste time fucking with you? Ain't gonna get no ass out of it. Like, yo, you're delusional. I told her, yo, go back to your baby daddy. That's who you should be with.
yeah,
Cause no
yeah,
man finna sit here and waste time with you and not get nothing out of it. You want a fucking pen pal. Find you a
yeah,
nigga that fucked up and talk to that motherfucker.
exactly. Go talk
Cause
to a nigga that's
motherfucker
locked
niggas,
up
especially
because
motherfucker nigga the option. Like motherfucker not finna sit here and talk to your ass. Motherfucker talking to you now cause shit seem like easy hit. But you over there taking away, not trying to have sex, you don't have time, you got young kid, you living with your nigga. Why
I
are you
spoke
here?
this before, bro.
Why are
I
you here?
told you what I tell you in the text message. The dating pool got sewage in it. You motherfuckers,
Exactly.
you motherfuckers is toxic as sewage as shit. You get on social media and you get on these dating apps
Right.
just to tell a nigga that you don't got time. But then to
That
say, oh, for the right person, I'll make time. But
right.
that means
Even
that
in that,
I gotta
like,
sit
if
and
you're why you don't be on fucking these Tinder site and all this shit for a pen pal? There are other apps for that. Go
yeah.
find another. I'm
And
sure there's some pen pal apps that you can go just to talk to the other lonely motherfuckers.
first of all, don't get on Tinder. I don't care if it's Tinder, Bumble, fucking Plenty of Fish, whatever, black meat,
Yeah.
white meat, Christian mingle, fucking
Blackout, black
whatever it
page,
is.
black page,
Don't get on that shit if you not trying to fuck with somebody. Because
OnlyFans,
if you think you
Pornhub.
finna get on this, and if you think you finna get on these dating apps and find
Yeah.
somebody who genuinely want to have a family with a bitch that they don't know, I don't
Mm,
know you. And that's
mm.
what's weird about the dating apps. Women won't because they put up a little passage and they put a couple of pictures. That means that somebody should come and say, you know what? I need to marry her. No, bitch, I don't even know you. And once again, why would I come, fuck with you, spend my money, take you out on dates, figure this shit out,
Mm.
and just so you could be like, oh, you might not be the one, and you possibly talking to 6, 7 other people. This is what's weird to me.
Yeah,
And that's
man. I
what I'm
just
saying. But
started
that's
to
why we need
accept
to
the
go back
fact,
to meeting
man.
people in person.
Right.
That's why I say that people need to get back to meeting people in person. Then women
I
so
think
weird
that's
that
the cheat
they
code, though. The cheat
women
code
keep saying,
is
"Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I can't go out because women." Man, then be alone. Go get you some
mhm,
cats. Get you your rose since y'all love
yeah,
y'all rose. Get you
yeah,
that mountain dildo and
and
just fuck
dial on.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, just do your
And
thing.
I think it's a cheat code for like, 'cause I took motherfucker. I think it's probably our era where we grew up like face to face, meet motherfucker. So it took
Yeah.
us like a little while to get on social media and shit. But
Mm-hmm.
when you have access so many, but you also have the skill and mindset of actually talking to motherfucker in person and shit. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a cheat code when you learn how to work that way. Cause you got
Exactly.
now motherfucker growing up in the internet age, they don't know how to talk to motherfucker in person. They have all this great
Yeah.
stuff. They can text and this and that where they have time to think. So they don't have that person interaction. So motherfucker meet in person, be like, boy, they thought it was something else, whatever. But I always been a
Yeah.
motherfucker to entertain, you know. Even
Yeah.
when I had one of my partners that used to bring, I used to have a barbecue at my crib, whatever. For some reason, my crib always be the designated spot to chill at.
Yeah.
So motherfucker would bring chicks to my crib just to entertain them because they don't have the
They
sociable
don't know how to
skills to
entertain
keep
them
motherfucker
themselves.
entertained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like if you adapt them and bring them, hey, I entertain and get in the right
Yeah.
direction, you
Get it
know.
popping. Yeah. Yeah.
And
But that comes from us having to do that. We had
yeah,
to, because we grew up in an era where cell phones wasn't around, nigga. So you had to go meet people,
in the mall,
motherfucker. You
go to
had to
mall
see
and
a person.
Walmart
Go to
to
the
pick
mall,
up
go to
chicks.
the Walmart, go to the
Yeah,
park, go to this spot. You had to see people face to face. And so you
yeah,
had to be able to talk to somebody. You had to be able to keep a conversation going. See, the weird thing about social media talking is you don't have to keep a conversation going. Once you don't know what to say, you just don't got to say nothing. You could just
yeah. That's
keep,
it.
you know what I'm saying? You could just not message back. But you
Yeah,
can't not talk back to a bit that's in your face. You see
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So
Yeah,
you get to not be able to, and you could start sending memes or sending like weird, I don't want to call
dumb
it weird, but
shit.
you can start sending memes to keep the conversation going without actually having a
Ask Chat
conversation.
GPT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, and it's just like I said, but motherfuckers, like women claim they want to find somebody. No, you don't. You and then like, did you see the? I don't know if I sent you the post about the women. It was black women saying, "Oh, how they had some friends start making mixers." And she would go, they was going to these mixers and it would be nothing but
Yeah, I'm
women
about
there.
to talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, bet. That's perfect.
But yeah,
Because
but they ain't about it. I feel say like that's why like men are not going to that shit, man. I think even like your thing started having like years ago, man. Back in even like I think even like 2019, 2020, where men realized so as the finish up, like men like women are having these mixers and no I mean women having these mixers and no men are showing up. Men are starting to realize, especially if they on the grind, they just getting started trying to get shit together. I'm not finna go here and spend all my money entertaining your ass for no result, nothing in return. Just for you, just be one of your option to not give no pussy to. Men are
yeah,
rather, oh, I'd rather sit home, watch my movie here at home, order me some food, whatever, and save money, not entertaining your ass. Cause you're a
and call that one
liability.
bitch that's gonna come over for $40.
Exactly.
Cause my
Or
cousin,
for nothing. Another boy
you
bitch.
offer nothing 90% of the time for nothing. But
Yeah.
my cousin told me this because he didn't believe. I remember this was years ago. I remember my cousin. I was telling my cousin, I was like, "Yeah, bitches gonna fuck for 40." He was like, "Man, ain't nobody fucking for $40." He used to always tell me that, like,
Yeah.
"Man, you ain't finding no bitches that's fucking for $40." Until he saw the proof, and he
Right.
saw the proof that bitches was fucking for less. Bitches was
Exactly.
fucking for chicken boxes.
Bitches are
Hey,
fucking bitches
because the
been
one
fucking
thing,
for a meal.
yeah, I
Bitches
about to
been
say,
fucking for dinner.
yeah, bitches will they if they know that you're not gonna pay and they on their way to get fucked, a bitch not gonna get fucked
For
without you
free.
paying some kind of money.
Yeah.
That's why they make you stop by and get them something to eat.
Exactly. Or have some
Most of the time
wine
you
or some
stop,
shit.
I go by the gas station and just let it, man, go grab you a drink, go grab
Yeah.
you a bag of chips. You know you hoes love candy and shit. Go get you
At
some
least
candy.
feed them. Bitch, first
And
thing,
yeah,
at
at
least
least
got
give them
something to eat
something.
or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
to
yeah.
drink. Y'all the guy be providing something.
And that's the harsh truth. And I'm not saying that to say that every woman be like that, but a lot of you
Right.
women like that. A lot of you women that fuck with a nigga for the free ski. And like we said last podcast that didn't get put up. They won't charge a rich nigga nothing.
Right.
They won't charge a rich nigga nothing, but try to charge a hard working 9 to 5 nigga everything. You out your fucking mind, bro.
It's
You out
crazy.
your fucking mind. And it's weird. It's crazy and it's weird, bro. But the
Yeah.
one, and I want to say this. Another reason that men are not showing up to this mixer, because bitch, when we was throwing mixer, you bitches wasn't showing up. When men used to go to all these speed dates and these mixers and shit, it was a bunch
So
of
they'll look
niggas
at
there. I
weird
done,
then. They'll look at it as weird.
and
Like, he mom
yeah,
think that's
yeah,
weird.
yeah. He can't get nobody. That's why he had the mixer. Or that he can't get no man. That's why he had the speed dating. Now you bitches get to see how it felt when we were going to the mixers and we was going on these speed dating apps and we was going out trying to be a part of these things and you motherfuckers didn't show up.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, now you like, let's get back to mixers. Let's get back to the speed dating. Let's get, and now niggas ain't showing up. Girl, you damn right we ain't showing up, bitch.
You know why?
Because you was the same hoes that didn't show up before. Why?
Because when they were showing up, when they wasn't showing up, that's when they was in their prime. They had niggas coming at them when they go outside and they go to the store, they come at them. Now they got a little age on them. They don't got ran through. Now they ready to settle down with a motherfucker. Now they ready to go to a mixer and shit. But now motherfucker ain't really checking for them like that because they looking for younger. Like they in the age they were when they were getting ran through. Now they ready to settle down, whatever.
Why would a man?
Now you want a whole motherfucker crucify motherfucker for looking for younger bitches when you weren't crucified when you were the younger bitch getting fucked on by older niggas.
Exactly. When you was too busy out there letting every so-called rich nigga, so-called trapping nigga, so-called whatever it was that you was choosing. You let them niggas run you dry. And now that you got 2-3 babies, can't find no man. Now you want a nigga to show up to the party. Fuck that party. That party closed, nigga. Ain't nobody coming to show up to that old ass pussy party that done been beat. Because the one thing about it is, why would a man come get you? You got 3 baby daddies, 3 kids, and I can go get this young girl with no baby daddy, no kids, and she might, and more than likely, she willing to listen. Most of you old hoes, you can't tell you nothing. You can't, like I said, most of these women, they won't let a man tell them nothing. Man can't tell you shit. So why would I then choose to come get you who I know I can't tell nothing and you need me? That's the crazy part about it is. You won't let me tell you nothing, but you need me. You at the mixers looking for me, but when I come in and tell you like, well, man, you know, you look good, but I don't like women that show all their body. I don't like women that talk like that. Oh, get this nigga up out of here. You know, what the fuck is you talking about? And did you see man, look through your videos. Did I show you the picture? Did I show you the post of the woman who was like, she like 30 something, got some kids. She was like, I'm ready to listen now. She was like, I just want a man. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to cook, clean. I'm ready to do all that shit because she like, this ain't it. She said she tired of working because the job sucks. I'm telling you, bro. Like, you're gonna be like this lady that they talk about because the one thing about men is
we can play the video.
Play it. Because the one thing about men is we're not afraid to die alone, bitch. We've been dying alone since the beginning of time. You hoes is the ones that's afraid to die alone. So it's easy for a man to live his life and die alone, but you hate to be that bitch with the cats that don't got nobody.
I need a life manager.
This one right here.
That I'm looking for as a husband. Father, fix it. I'm ready for a husband. I'm ready to sit down and be quiet. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to wear matching outfits. I'm ready to go to the family events and be quiet and let you talk. I'm gonna bring you a plate. I'm gonna fix you a nice plate. I promise I'm gonna make you a drink. I'll make cocktails. I'm gonna look nice. I'm gonna look pretty. I'm gonna stay in shape. I'm gonna go for walks. What do you need? Do you need me to support you? I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna help you build that business. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be your secretary. What do you need, God? I'm ready. I'm tired. This job done wore me out, y'all. They done wore me out about this job. Everything done wore me out. I done mismanaged my life up here at this point. I need a life manager, and I think the life manager that I'm looking for is a husband. Father, fix it. I'm ready for a husband.
Facts. What we've been saying, Bo. Isn't that not what we've been preaching? Women will fuck their life up, bro. Blame everybody else, and then expect some man to come fix the shit, but they don't want to listen to how the man want to fix it. But this woman is telling y'all that living that way ain't what it is, bro. This lady, and I got big love for her for just coming out and admitting that shit. Like, she took account, and most women won't take accountability. This lady took accountability that she was the one who fucked her life. She said, all my bad decisions. She was like, and I loved it for the fact it's not because men want to talk down on women, but it's
Right.
okay to say, hey, I need help. Come help me fix some shit. Come help me, you know what I'm saying, better my life. Like that lady said, I'm not. And the crazy thing, the things that she was saying she wasn't gonna do was not life-changing things. I'm gonna stop talking when you talking. When we get around your fans, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna fix you a plate. I'm gonna be your secretary. I'm gonna, like she said, I'm gonna inspire you. If you need me to motivate you, I'm gonna motivate you. Look at all that basic ass shit. That's
Yeah.
basic shit. That motherfuckers telling you that they need you to do, and you don't want to do it. But then, like she said, she was like, I need somebody to come fix my life. Specifically a husband, which is specifically a man. So it's just like I said earlier in this podcast, women, you be telling on yourself. You be telling that you make bad decisions
And
if
they
you
wait
left
till
to
it's too
your
late.
own fucking devices. And then most of the time, like I said, you wait to, because I'm pretty sure she's in her 30s, late 30s. That now you want to listen. But it's like you waited too late. And I'm not saying she waited too late, because I like older women. So I always like older women. But a lot of you women wait too late because your womb is what's the word I'm looking for? Your womb, when a man put his seed in your womb, that means something. I know we try to make it seem like it's nothing, but it's something.
It's
your
a
legacy
complex.
gotta live. Yeah, it's your what I'm just saying, your legacy live in that womb. And no man want his legacy to live in a womb, whereas a lot of other niggas been just invested in moving through that motherfucker.
Once it's in there, niggas come, it stay there, it remains there for decades and years and shit.
It's just like, but like I said, women will look at us and be like, oh, y'all misogynistic, y'all narcissistic, y'all that alpha. No, we not, bro. Like, our podcast is really catered to making men and women come to a common ground of how they can be better together. That's really the goal. The goal is to make you motherfuckers realize.
Cause I get a lot of questions. Even more I deal with, like, ask me question, whatever. I had one lady friend, I should ask your brother this and that, like, yo, tune to the podcast. We're gonna start doing like ask you question. Cause a lot more ask me questions. So why do this? Why you this and that? Listen, I can tell you all this and that, but you're not gonna listen. So if you want to have this information, want to have that conversation and get an insight of how the guys think and why guys do certain things, you're gonna have to tune into the podcast.
And we give them the chance, just like shout out to Rachel, who was asking questions. The problem with women is they're afraid to tell their truth and somebody able to put a face to it. It's okay for them to tell their truth behind social media where they can hide their face. See, and that's why I feel like women don't give men enough respect, that we willing to get on this platform whether we right or wrong to you. But we willing to get on this platform, stand on what we saying, and give it to you. You women will hide behind everything and talk in the podcast comments. But when we invite you to come on, show your face, and speak your truth, you ain't gonna fucking do it, bro. And that's why I can't take no advice from women, because they won't stand on none of the shit they saying. You won't come on this podcast and tell me how I'm wrong. Come on this bitch, show your face, tell me how I'm wrong. And then we can have a healthy debate. But the problem is, when you get on this motherfucker and you start regurgitating some shit that somebody else said, I'm gonna call you out for it. Because I know that you just regurgitating what somebody else say, man. Niggas can't regurgitate this shit that I'm saying, because this is half of the time me and Bo is talking from life experiences. We're not just saying this shit that it said. Half of the videos that me and Bo showed you, bitch, I've been talking about that shit. And low key, I be telling my nephews, I feel like niggas is listening to my conversations on the personal level because I'll say some shit. Next thing you know, I hear another nigga talking the same shit I'm talking. He just got a bigger platform. But I've been saying this shit, bro. This ain't something new to this. I'm not new to this shit. I'm true to this shit, bro. Like I ain't like if a nigga know me, nigga know I ain't never been in the business of loving a woman and thinking that I need a woman. Like my mom, I'm telling you, bro. My mom, I told my mom to get on this podcast because she was like, I need to get on the podcast with y'all.
Tell her, come on, tell Jackie, come on.
But listen, I told Jackie to bring your ass on. Jackie, come on and speak your truth. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, my mama would let y'all niggas know that this ain't nothing new, bro. I've been talking this since a little wee lad, the laddie boy. I was talking this kind of talk, nigga, because I refuse to be with somebody just because you tell me that that's what it's supposed to be like. So. Yeah, I refuse to be that father that get treated bad by his baby mama and stay because that's just what men's supposed to do. Fuck what y'all think. First of all, I refuse to let a woman tell me what a man is anyways, nigga. I refuse to do that shit.
Refuse you to be happy. You shouldn't be happy. Society says you shouldn't be happy. Your only job is to work hard,
exactly,
to provide a life for your female lady, kids, and don't be happy.
Nigga, and you got niggas that are pander that shit to you too.
Yeah.
Oh, you supposed to go die for your woman, and you supposed to
let the woman treat you
in a kind of way.
I already know who you talking about. Like, I don't eat.
You talking about that nigga Dante?
That's for the female. I don't know who that nigga is. That's for the female eat.
Oh, no.
If I owe her food, if I take her out to get coffee, I owe her dinner for that. She's tired. I don't eat. No. You don't eat on dinner. What the fuck you want dinner for?
I don't even call that pandering. I call that I call that exactly what niggas would do. Niggas will tell a bitch anything for them to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess it's pandering, you know, but it's just like niggas been doing that. It's always been a group of niggas that'll say whatever females want to hear because most of them niggas can't get pussy without pandering to women. And that's just facts. I'm not saying every man like that.
Bitches still don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not saying that every man like that, but that's most men sit here and say, oh, well, this, and this. But then when you get around other niggas, that nigga not talking. Hey, what's that? I don't know if you ever see, I love comedy. You remember that Mike Epps thing when he was like, when he by himself, he was like, man, that nigga don't be like that. That nigga different.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly how niggas is. When niggas be with their girl, they be a totally different nigga. And then once they girl leave, man, what the hoes at? What the fucking hoes at? What that little slut, man? I had this. Like, that's just, come on, man. That's pandering to women, bro. And the one thing, but women like that. Women like for you to be fake with other people.
I call it words
and fake.
Women like for you to lie to them. Women just want to hear. Women do not require the action. They just want to hear the words.
Women like for you to be fake because they are fake. Women be fake their whole fucking life. So why would they want something real? And this is what I keep asking women. You claim that you want a real nigga and you want a real man, but everything about you is fake. The life you live, the hair you got on your head, the Botox in your body, your ass fake, your titties fake. You don't change your fucking face. You did nose reconstruction. Come on, bro. Your eye color ain't even your real eye color. You got contacts in.
Wearing this shit.
Come on, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's so funny that a nigga would listen to a woman telling them how to be a real man when nothing about them is. They not even a real woman. They fake. They everything that they seen on social media, and that's why I say, men who listen to women saying that bullshit, you deserve to get what you get from these women. Because you allowed this woman to tell you anything, and you was like, "Yep," because she a woman. And like, I want to, you know what I want to speak on, and I think I sent the video to you. Check and see about the one dude. He was talking about how all men are responsible. All black men are responsible for all black men, and the reason that women are scared of men is because other men not doing nothing. I think, and he's been super popular. I'm gonna look and see if I can see it because I thought I sent it to the chat, bro. I be sending so much shit to our chat.
Yeah, it's a lot of shit in here.
I don't know.
lot of shit. We
I
said the
don't
same
know.
shit.
Yeah, sometimes we be. I realize I said some shit and I like, oh, he already said that shit. I can't. Oh, you know what I did? I sent it to us in TikTok because that's where I seen it at. It's not in the. I'm looking in the Instagram. It's on our TikTok. Hold on. Let me go to. I sent it to our TikTok page.
When you talking about baby mama.
No, he talking about women in general. He talking about why the fuck did they log me out of whatever? Let me see.
I'm on there, but I see a bunch of shit.
You on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
What do you remember? What you wearing?
He wore like a yellow shirt.
Okay, I see. I got it.
You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was saying he and this been a big talk of social media, but he was saying how this guy right here. Yeah. His name like Dante or something like that shit.
Grits and Eggs podcast.
Grits and Eggs podcast. Yeah, that's the dude from there. He made something about accountability, about men needing to take accountability for other men. So and it was like, do you ask your homeboys and friends like the important questions and some shit like that? And now it's been like this whole fucking like revolution because we'll make shit important that ain't important.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that this man is wrong or right. What I'm saying is it's not even about wrong or right. It's impossible. It's impossible for somebody to take responsibility for other people. And there was like some people say, oh, you read too deep into it. Of course you would say that because you're not the one being attacked. Whenever you're not being attacked, you could find, you know what I'm saying? You could find whatever reason for this. But what I'm saying is if a man comes and tell me, if I'm walking down the street and I talk to my homeboys about this, if I'm walking down the street and I see a man and his girl arguing, and they get into a heated argument, and then next thing you know, they throwing hands at each other. Am I supposed to run over and save her? And I told the nigga, and I told people, it depends on how I fucking feel, to be really, really honest with you. If I feel like
I'm not.
Hey, and I feel it.
This day and age, you'll fuck around, go and try to break it up, then
And
they
get
both
killed.
jump. Or that motherfucker
and
end up
it's been-
shooting your ass. And then they
But
run off.
listen, it's been proven. I think it was like a year or two ago, maybe longer. It was a video of the dude talking about it. He was walking down the street. I think it was in New York or something. Him and his homeboys was on their way to a club. He saw a woman and a man getting on it. He saw the man put his hands on her. He ran over there. The dude told him, mind your fucking business. He was like, nah, man, I can't let you put your hands on this woman. These niggas jumped this nigga. The woman that was getting beat up, and the nigga jumped him. And then when the police showed up, the woman lied and told the police he fucked with them.
Hey.
And you telling me,
hey, he earned it because the nigga warned him, said stay out of it.
He wanted to mind your business.
You don't know why this motherfucker done hauled off and slapped this bitch.
Exactly.
That motherfucker could have been fucking all his homeboys and shit. She might have earned that motherfucker.
She probably beat his ass too. She could have probably put her hands on this nigga before they got in public. And he probably said, listen, bitch, you're not going to put your hands on me no more.
Not in public.
Because the one thing that we don't like to admit that women do is put their hands on fucking niggas, bro. Yeah. And that's what we not finna let slide. Like you women ain't putting your hands on motherfuckers. You women put your hands on a nigga, and then when a nigga put his hands on you, you want somebody to come fucking save you. I'm not that nigga. I'm
now
not gonna save you. Yeah, exactly. Now you don't want equality. Yeah. Now, what I'm saying is, do most men, and then I think this is what men really say. Most men I feel like men hold other men more accountable than women hold other women accountable. Let's just put that shit out there.
That's facts.
Most
All men get
niggas,
held accountable.
exactly.
Life itself
Most
holds
men
men
gonna
accountable.
hold you accountable for the shit you do because that's just what men do.
Right.
Women now holding you accountable, and it's a difference with holding somebody accountable and then sitting there and following a nigga to make sure he's held accountable. I'm not finna follow a nigga and try to make sure that he's doing what's right. I'm gonna let that nigga know, hey, we don't do that kind of shit. This is what we about. If a nigga say, yeah, okay, I'm cool with that, I'm not finna now follow this nigga, check up on this nigga. Hey, have you hit your wife today? Did you call a woman out her name today? We not finna do that shit, and I'm not even finna play like I am. But if I see it, I'm gonna like, hey, bro, calm down, bro. Don't do that shit around me. Whatever, if y'all do that shit on y'all own time. I'm big on that shit because I'm big on that with PDA. Hey man, don't be doing that. Listen, you got a house for that shit. If y'all like to fight each other and beat up on each other, take that shit to the comfort of y'all home where you ain't got to worry about nobody interfering. Because a lot of you motherfuckers do shit in purpose because you like to get other people involved in your bullshit. Like I said, the one thing women gonna do is involve you in some bullshit. And women love to make men get involved in some bullshit. I'm not finna get involved. I don't care what man back you with this shit. I don't care that this man came on there and he was okay, nigga, you go out here and save every woman. Let me see you diligently put on your fucking colored vest and walk the streets, making sure that black men and men are not beating on women. You're not gonna do it. You want to know why? Because you care about your fucking life. And the fact that I know you're not gonna do it is because it's easy to talk about that shit. It's harder to do because it's easy for a nigga to say, hey, check all your homeboys. I check my homeboys, check a man for this. Okay, nigga, go check a nigga. Go out here in these streets and you see, especially a drunk motherfucker, two motherfuckers that been drinking, go check that nigga. I done seen so many niggas get knocked out from not minding their fucking business because you trying to be Superman, Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, nigga. Okay.
Check this out. To go along,
we don't care. Go ahead.
Go along what you talking about. I got a video that kind of.
Oh, bet. Say less. That's even beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, because these motherfuckers be tripping, bro. I'm not finna go out here, bro, and put my life on the line for some random person, especially a random woman who probably sat there and said she chose the gorilla.
Right.
I'm not finna do it.
See the video?
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. Yeah. As he should, because look at this woman. Like I said, women always put their videos on people. Yeah, no, look at her. Look how she trying to. No. Yeah, standing there. I'd have been knocking everybody out. I'd have knocked their nigga out. Oh yeah, knocked his ass out as you should. I'd have knocked their ass out too.
He tried to reserve and not to touch it, but hey.
Yeah. Now let's check this out. Stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the dude who got knocked out was more than likely that woman's boyfriend. But did you see any of them other white dudes jump in that shit?
Nah.
No. Them niggas, man, they fucking business because you want to know what the white dudes, and if you really watch the video again, watch how all the white dudes looked at that white woman looking at her like, what the fuck is you doing?
Right.
They looked at her like
everybody killed up in here.
And when once she hit that nigga, what and he jumped on her.
You know where I respect though? Once she hit that motherfucker, he squared up with the boyfriend.
Not
she
that
did
clean out.
Shit, like, let me get this bitch out the way.
Yeah, let me get this whole ass nigga out the way first. But like I said, none of them white dudes tried to save that white lady, as you can see. And the crazy part, it looked like she was with a Mexican. And the nigga that got knocked out looked like he was Spanish. But none of them white dudes jumped in that shit. After he got done knocking that nigga out and punched her ass, they say, hey, man, let's go.
They realize.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let's go.
What's his motherfucking name? Red Daddy. They'll come over here starting shit with these people.
Yeah, exactly.
Old man?
Bro.
No.
No.
Hey, but check this out. I got one that look crazy, man. So what would you do in this situation, man? I don't know. You probably already seen it. It's a kind of like an old one, but
Yeah. But like I said, you women better stop putting your hands on niggas.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
this was with she was cheating with a woman, right?
Fuck. What are you doing home right now? You said you were going to be. What the fuck are you doing? You said you were going to be home for a little while. What the fuck is going on? Well. Well, what? Go in there. You said you were going to be home for a little while. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Why don't you just get out of here and then you get the fuck out? You get the fuck out of here! Okay, leave. No. Leave it alone. Okay, no. I can't fucking believe this. Unfucking believable. Okay, baby, calm.
these bitches funny, nigga.
The audacity of that bitch to say, "How about you get out of here?" The audacity of the bitch that's in my house telling me, "How about you get out of here?"
Man. The thing about it, she disrespectful. The bitch disrespectful. She probably needed to get hit with that thing 2 or 3 times. How you gonna fuck another bitch in my crib and then not have me there?
And didn't invite me. They didn't even invite me.
You up here?
That's the most fucked up
fucking
part
bitch on your own, huh?
Yeah, you fucking bitches on your own.
Then I know she disrespectful and don't respect the nigga. Cause instead of her just getting off the friend or the chick she fucking putting her clothes on, she told her to go in there.
Yeah, go in the room. Go in the room. Like she was finna get some straightening. Like she was finna, and then the bitch sat down on the couch and said, "You're not supposed to be here." Bitch, like that's the point.
Like what's the like it disqualifies everything because you're not supposed to be here. So
you're not supposed to be here at this time. You're supposed to be at work. So while you at work, I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want.
That's woman logic, though. That's a woman logic.
That's women logic.
Since you're not supposed to be here, then you don't have anything to say because you're not supposed to be here anyway. So,
but you know what's, and this is what's fucked up, and this is why I try to say, most men who cheat, they go somewhere else and cheat. Women will bring a motherfucker to your shit, sleep in your shit, fuck a nigga in your shit, bro. And the level of disrespect, they don't think it's disrespectful, bro. And that's why I said, I could tolerate cheating, bro. I really can, because I really don't give a fuck. But the one thing you're not gonna do is play in my fucking face, bro. Like, okay, you cheated. Go cheat with that nigga in his shit. And then I tell my bitches all the time, I don't mind you cheating. But if this nigga is spending money on you, spend some of that fucking money on me too. If a nigga buying you Gucci purses, tell that nigga to buy me a Gucci wallet too. Tell that nigga to come pay some of these fucking bills in here. Instead of buying you a Gucci purse, tell that nigga the rent due.
If a nigga go spend money on a chick like that, trick off on a trick like that, they gonna bring the old lady something too. They gonna think about
if I'm fucking, and that's what I'm trying to say. If I cheat with a bitch and she got paper and she doing for me, I'm gonna bring you something back. Women never think about bringing, and I done said this on many podcasts. I don't give a fuck about cheating because I don't really care I don't care for relationships like that anyways. Not saying that I would like, and my nephew I tell my nephew, because he hate when I talk like this. I would love to find the right woman that's going, and me and her could be locked in. But I'm a person who live in the real world. I ain't gonna live in what I hope and wish. So my nigga, if I know a bitch gonna cheat, go cheat. But don't go spend my money to cheat with this nigga. Go spend his money and bring it back to us. Why you can't go let this nigga fuck you and then bring money home? Why is always, because women are selfish, bro. Women only give a fuck about themselves. So I'm out here paying all the bills for us to live here. You go out cheating and you can't even bring a nigga a sandwich back? This nigga took you to Ruth Chris. You couldn't even bring me a steak and potatoes back, bro. But you came back, you done drank this nigga, suck this dick, let this nigga don't do shit for you, but buy you these expensive shit that don't matter because you still, like I said, tell that nigga to come pay the rent. Tell that nigga to put some on the car note. Tell that nigga to put some on the light bill. You won't make a nigga do that though. That's what I'm saying, you hoes are selfish.
And to add on to that, I'm gonna show you how female think though, man. I was watching this shit, show how motherfucker really be thinking and shit,
I'm sorry.
Come from my account.
I'm black and white. I'm very black and white.
Oh yeah, okay. I sent this shit,
yeah.
I say that. I can't like pink for it.
That's fine. I don't say pay for something when you did.
Okay, but the only reason I
There's
didn't.
a clip of you saying you paid for the whole trip.
I was supposed to pay for the Airbnb.
I'm not.
It was supposed to come from my account.
I'm black and white. I'm very black and white.
Okay.
You either paid for it or you didn't.
Well, I was about to.
It's black and white. Did you pay for it? No, you didn't.
Now I didn't.
No, there was never you didn't.
Let's talk about now I didn't. You
but
never
my
paid
Zelle
for
was
it.
maxed out.
You were never going
because
your Zelle was maxed out.
Whose Zelle was sent
How
to
the fuck
me?
you gonna pay for some
They
shit
didn't
with
send
your
the
Zelle
Zelle
back?
to you.
You're the one that always says,
Who did Santos?
There's no if or buts.
Who did Santos ask to pay Wes?
I'm not arguing
He sent
with you.
Wes's information to me, not to you.
Stop telling people that you paid
yeah,
for
now
shit.
you paid for it.
No, there's no now. It was always I paid for it.
Okay.
Stop saying I paid for
That's that
Yeah,
uncomfortable
that.
laugh. That's what women do. They do that uncomfortable laugh. Look, because she knows she fucked up. Look at her. And that's what's weird about women.
Silly ass laugh.
Yeah, they got that, and that you could tell the laugh was forced because she uncomfortable. Because she got caught, though. Like I said, she got caught. Women will do that, and this is what women do. They get on this social media, they cap about all this money. They try to make women, they try to make it seem like they got all this. No, you don't. Half of you hoes, that's why these hoes never show niggas when they go out to dinner. Right. Because half of you hoes can't afford none of this shit yourself. And then, like that dude said, he don't even mind doing the shit for her. But what you're not finna do is try to make it seem like I'm some bum ass nigga and you taking care of me, bitch. You not. Like, and then what she said, oh, did they send the receipt to you or me? What the? That's your argument? Who the receipt got sent to?
When I first watched this, I got so fucking frustrated because I had flashback, motherfucker. Because that's how female be gaslighting, motherfucker.
They gaslight
it's simple. Is because that's how they have to think. Oh, well, I got the receipt, so I paid for it. Bitch, I'm about to slap the shit out of you.
Accountability.
Like, didn't think that way, though.
Accountability, and this is what we speak about when women can't take accountability. Instead of just saying, damn, you got me, I was capping, cool, she tried to justify the shit, and then she kept making herself look worse. First, my Zelle maxed out. Then it's who sent the receipt to. And then she kept trying to say, oh, you paid for it now. Bitch, you act like you paid for it earlier. Like, if you paid for it earlier, I wouldn't have to pay for it now, bitch. What are you saying? But that's what I say. Women just be saying a bunch of nothing, and then like they get mad when you call them out for saying a bunch of nothing. That lady literally just said a whole bunch of nothing, a whole bunch of BS.
They get their emotion involved.
Yeah. Then she was like, "Oh, you didn't have to be. Well, you didn't have to be rude and negative about it." Yes, I did, bitch, because you're going on social media lying to people, making it seem like you taking care of me, bro. Making it seem like you're the one who doing all that shit. Bitch, that was rude. Lying on me is rude, bitch. You don't think that's rude that you lied on me? You don't think it's negative that you pointed
lie on me?
Yeah, you think it's rude for I won't let you lie on me. And then the crazy part is she was the one filming. You're filming yourself because what she was trying to do is she was hoping that this man got violent with her so that she could use it as evidence against him to say, look, he's abusive, he's this. And the man said, listen, I'm not finna argue with you. I'm very black and white.
Yeah.
Did you or did you not pay for it? She couldn't answer that shit. She kept saying some other shit. He was like, did you or did you not pay for it? I didn't pay for it. But then she was like, I would like, because what I would have told her, and this is what I would have said. I was like, if you could pay for it, give me my money right fucking now. Yeah. Send me, since you was gonna pay for it, send me my motherfucking money right now. But how can you send money when your Zelle is maxed out? And what's weird is she probably
what the fuck is Zelle being maxed out here?
Because you don't fuck with hoes that max out these Zelle. And I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you never met a hoe that maxed out their Zelle. Because what happened, Zelle is just like anything is. You could borrow money from them. Like
you can.
They'll let you borrow. Yeah. Cash App, fucking PayPal, fucking Zelle. They'll let you borrow money that you don't have. Long as you got that bitch attached to your bank account, they'll let you borrow money. So what she has done is borrowed all this money from them niggas and hasn't paid it back. She probably ain't got no, because you.
Okay.
Yeah. And she hasn't paid it back. But the problem is she doesn't have money in her bank account. So, because this is what they do. When you borrow money and you don't pay it back yourself, that's why they attach your bank account. They just take it from your bank account. But if your bank account empty, then they leave your shit on maxed out. So you can't get any. If somebody sends you money, they're going to take it. If you try to deposit money, they're going to take it. So that's why she said, that's why she said I couldn't use mine because it's maxed out. Because she know if she put any money on that bitch, them people gonna take their fucking money.
Oh shit! Yeah, I ain't know that shit. I ain't know all that shit.
Yeah. That's why they did.
Now it make it even matter. Cause them motherfuckers say, "Oh, you paid for it now."
Yeah, you was never finna pay for it because your card is maxed. So you were never gonna. And what I bet you she did, she probably went to him and said, "Hey, babe, you know." And he fucked with her, so he was like, "Man, I'm fucked up. Could you pay for this trip?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got you." And then what happened was she probably, because I'm pretty sure there's a part before that video that we saw, but I'm pretty sure she was probably on social media capping about paying for their trip, walking around with the camera, showing.
Oh, her trip.
It was a trip she planned but couldn't pay for. And so the nigga paid for it. The white boy, clearly that's a white boy. The white boy paid for it. But it was her trip. She was the one who probably planned the trip. But because she didn't have the money for the trip, she had to bring that nigga along because he paid for it. She probably didn't want this nigga to come. But he was like, I'm not finna pay for you a trip to go somewhere without me coming.
That's okay though. This thing came for pay for a trip. No. I'm not finna pay for a trip for you can go.
And then what happened was she probably was ducked off somewhere, showing off the shit. He probably was moving the bags in and overheard her capping. And then that's when he called her ass out like, wait, why the fuck is you telling people you paid for this shit? Like, you didn't pay for nothing, bro. But that's how most women are. Most women are capping, bro. And I want to say more than most. Almost damn near most of all you women be capping.
Oh, man. Did I tell you about this? Hold on, let me go. I'll be right back. I gotta tell you about this.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Let us know about this. But yeah, motherfuckers be capping, bro. And then they cap, and then they try to act like they surprised, like they don't know, like wait. No, bitch, you motherfuckers be so fake. Oh, why? For a minute, I thought I was like, say, man, who messaging my shit? But yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Women, and me personally, I don't give a fuck if women take accountability or not, because you ain't never showed in the history of anything of ever taking accountability. So for me to think that now all of a sudden you motherfuckers finna take accountability it's just not you. You never had to take accountability. And I think I said this on the last podcast that didn't get edited, was women since the dawn of mankind, I'm talking about Adam and Eve, women have never took accountability. If you believe the story of how Adam and Eve happened, Eve didn't take accountability for the fucking apple. You never took accountability. So now men be like, oh, we want women to take accountability. You asking them to go against their very nature. Women have never took accountability for shit. And they was never trained how to take accountability for shit. Because I have seen it many times, even in my own life, but when I with my mom and shit, something happened and it's my sister's fault. And somehow I was to blame because I was supposed to watch my sister or I was supposed to do this. Women never have to take accountability. Oh, well, she's a girl, so she don't have to take accountability. That's pretty much what you were saying. You ain't say that, but you was like, oh, well, she a girl, girl. Okay, so you're just buying into you're making her believe that she never has to take accountability for nothing. We have enabling you have enabled women from the beginning of time to not take responsibility or nothing. So then when we talk about, oh, we want women to take accountability. You asking for You asking for somebody to turn shit into gold. It's not
Mhm.
gonna happen because they never had to take accountability. So how can you try to force somebody to take accountability when they don't even know what the fuck that shit means because they never had to? And women prove it to you every day, just like this. Just like the
Yeah.
post we showed before. When the woman got caught cheating, she didn't take accountability. She said, "What the fuck are you doing here? You're
It's your
supposed to
fault.
be
Why you
at
here?
work."
They ain't
Yeah,
gonna find a way for it to be
she
his
pretty
fault.
much said it was his fault for being home at that time. And that's why I said I don't get into the business of telling women to take accountability for nothing. I ain't finna get it mad at you because you don't take accountability. I never thought you was gonna take accountability in the first place. That's why
Never
I don't even
expected
argue with bitches. I
it.
never
Yeah.
expected you to take accountability. So when a female do surprise me with taking accountability, I appreciate it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I know this
Check
ain't
to
gonna
make
happen
sure.
too often, so I
Check to
gotta
make sure
appreciate
it's
this
not a
while it's
man.
happening. Yeah. Yeah, because women don't do that shit, bro. So
Even
that's why I
when
said
female talk a good game, they don't learn to like start watching a little KS and shit.
yeah.
Start to
Yeah.
speak the shit they heard. But I had went to
Mhm.
it. We talked about last podcast with old girl and the PI or whatever, right? They
Oh yeah.
learn to talk, say what take a guy tip, but like words in action. It's good you say all
Words
this
in
shit,
action.
but let's see the fucking
Yeah.
action behind it.
Let's
And
see the
once you do
action
that,
behind
you
it.
can't fall for the word. Women love to fall for the word. They need to hear the word. Man, we got to see the action. There's
Yeah.
no action behind it. And with the chick
Because
I find out like a couple days ago, the mother
what?
had like she would tell me, oh, she would take a trip with her niece or whatever. Oh, I got my niece over, blah blah. Nigga, kind
Mhm.
of find out this motherfucker daughter.
What?
Yeah.
See, man, that's what I'm saying. You should
I'm
just be
like, what?
lying, dog.
Why'd you lie about that? You know what I'm
Why
saying?
lie about your daughter?
That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
That's
for what
crazy.
reason?
That you
Like, if
want.
you lie about some shit like that, you can't be trusted about nothing.
But think about this: if a man did that, you the scum of the earth. Why ain't you claiming your
Yeah.
child? Why would you? Like, it's such a weird. That's why I say, bro, you can't get into these conversations with women because it's a double standard, and it's just like, and it's not even. It's not even worth arguing over. It's not even worth having a
Mhm.
conversation. That's why a lot of time when women get to talking, and they be like, "Oh, Trap, why you ain't saying nothing?" Why? Because I know for a fact this conversation only gonna end in you not listening. You don't really care what I have to say. You just want to have somebody to argue with.
Right.
And I'm past, like I said, I'm past arguing with women, bro. Like, I don't want to argue with no woman about nothing, dog. I'm
Yeah.
good on that shit. I ain't finna argue with my baby mamas no more. I'm not finna argue with nobody, no woman about nothing. A woman tell me the sky is purple, okay. Women tell me that women are the best thing that ever happened to the world, okay. Women
I don't
tell
believe it.
me anything, I'm just saying okay, because you can't have these kind of conversations with somebody who never had to take accountability for nothing. You can't, you
Right.
have to be, in order to be objective of something, you have to have ownership of something. You have to take ownership of some shit. So if somebody's not willing to take ownership, how can you ever come to a common ground about something when a motherfucker won't even say that, okay, this is what it is, and this is why I did. They won't do it. So listen, we can sit here and I guarantee you, if we scroll through all the videos that we done, it it'll be a bunch of women not taking accountability for
About
nothing
nothing and complaining. Like
and then
you
complaining.
have your whole resource. Your only resource is a man's resource. Your whole
Exactly.
life living a way of surviving is a man. And you
Hmm.
can't even take, what I'm saying, any type of accountability, but you always blaming the man for some shit.
It's always somebody else's fault.
Anybody
That
but yours.
and everybody but you. And that's why I said I don't even get into that shit no more with women about the shit because it's like talking to a brick wall. It's like you're not gonna get nothing out of it. So it's just like you gotta, but that's why I say you gotta kind of show your actions to women.
Right.
You gotta show women exactly who you are for them not to play with you. And I know that sounds fucked up when you think about some things, but if you got a woman that like putting her hands on men, the only way to stop a woman from putting her hands on a man is for a man to put his hands on her. And I know that sounds fucked up, and I'm not condoning violence or anything, but what I'm saying is, and what's weird is, it's okay to beat your kids, but it's not okay to beat on each other. Like, I don't understand what domestic violence really is. Because if you could beat your kid for doing wrong, you shouldn't be able to beat your kid then. There should be nobody beating nobody, because you're still beating another human being. That's still violence. You're still committing violence to that person. But we as a society know that if you don't whoop your kids, they might do some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't punish somebody for doing something wrong, because then and this is what I'm saying. There shouldn't be no prisons if that's the case. Motherfuckers could just do what the fuck they want. But like I said, if a woman can put her hands on a man and you telling me a man can't put his hands on a woman, you're talking crazy. You're not living in the real world. You're living in a world a fantasy world that doesn't exist. Because at the end of the day, we are human beings. Fuck the gender. Fuck whether you're a man or a woman. Don't put your hands on nobody that you're not willing to get their hands put back on you. And I live by that. I'm not going to put my hands on no motherfucking body and not expect them to not put their hands back on me. That's just facts. But women think that they're allowed to do anything, and because they have determined that they're the weaker of the species, and nowadays women don't even think they're the weaker of the species. They think they're equal. So if you're equal, and if a man could put his hand on another man and not have to call the police and not have to get nobody involved, you just got to take that ass whooping and go on about your business. Yeah. Why the fuck you think that shit don't work for you? Because you don't want equality, and I've been saying this shit since before podcast was popular. You want special treatment. That's what you fucking want. Women want special treatment. They don't want equality, because equality sucks, nigga. People act like equality is a great thing. Like that lady in the video sucks. Saying she's tired. Equality have you like that. Exactly. Equality sucks. Special treatment, what's it called? Preferable treatment. That shit is great. When you get treated special, that's great. But getting treated like, nobody likes to get treated like everybody else. I don't care how much motherfuckers brag about that shit. Everybody wants, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be special. Everybody wants to be treated different than somebody else. Because that's why you have individuality. That's why you have all this shit. Because if everybody got treated the same, the world would be fucked up, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. We could sit here and make intelligent topics and make it intelligent conversation about why this is wrong and why this is. But you know what? You go over there to some of these other countries, you won't see a woman talking back to a man. You know why? That woman to get her ass stoned.
And not by just one person, by the community.
Not just by one person, by a community of people. A woman going around showing herself to other people, dressing a certain kind of way, will get the brakes beat off of her. And you know it's true. People know it's true. They done made videos and movies about how these other cultures, women don't get to do that shit. But you'll complain about the freedoms you have. And women, you Western women, you have fucking free. You have liberty. I don't want to say you have freedom. You got liberty.
And think about that though. People say the Middle Eastern women don't have freedom, whatever. I mean, I'm not talking about the extreme Middle East, but like the Dubai and Bahrain, shit like that. Think about it is they cover. I mean, some choose that as part of it. Some choose to cover.
Of the religion and then
Yeah, but think about it, they have more fucking power than anybody else. Cause thing
Yeah.
about it is, if you talk to this motherfucker, if you try to holler at this motherfucker, you gonna get penalized. If you
Yeah.
accuse this lady of fucking doing some shit that unethical or some shit, they gonna arrest your ass. You go,
They
cause
gon-
they
yeah.
hold their women up on a higher standard.
A pedestal. Because
Yeah.
they know what
So
they
thing about it, they
because
protect them. You're
yeah,
protecting.
yeah.
So
You're
if a
protected. Yeah.
man come in here, even if you fucking somebody's wife, and they find out that you fucking a wife or whatever, or
They
they
gonna
or you say
Yeah.
that you fucking that somebody's wife, they gonna arrest your ass for talking down about
Yeah,
his
they gonna
wife.
punish you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But
And
they
that's what
so
I'm
they
saying,
respected.
bro.
They're more respected over there. They take care of them.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, most women in the Western culture, they don't want the responsibilities of a man, though. They don't even want that responsibility. They don't want that shit that comes with being a man because they understand that being a man ain't fucking what is all gets cracked up to be. Exactly. They know that shit is for the birds, nigga. And that's why a lot of the women,
just like the lady that turned into a man for a day or for a couple weeks, whatever.
Oh yeah, and then killing herself. Yeah.
It ain't as easy as you think it is, huh? Imagine having to live life with accountability. Imagine living life where there's no one coming to save you.
But think about this. That's why a lot of these transgender men are having problems with it is because they realize that now that you say you're a man, all these people are starting to treat you just like a man. And they hate it. They hate getting treated like a man. And like I said, so it's just stupid. It's the whole concept is stupid. But at the end of the day, the one thing that you have the right to do is have a choice. So if you choose to live in this kind of lifestyle that you choose to live with it, just know that that shit ain't gonna be easy because when have we as humans made anything easy? It ain't easy to be black. It ain't easy to be poor. It ain't easy to be gay. It ain't easy to be transsexual. Nothing in this world is easy, but somehow motherfuckers want that shit to be easy. And that's because we live in a time where motherfuckers, you get to jump on social media and you got people who, it's just like the Black Lives Matter. People got on that, oh, Black Lives Matter. Just because you name some shit Black Lives Matter don't mean that these people believe that Black Lives Matter. That's just a name.
They made two lesbians rich.
Yeah, that's just the name, bro. Not everybody believes in that shit, bro. And that's what I'm trying to tell people.
Opportunity and they took it.
Yeah.
Oh, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives does matter. Okay, start the fund. Let's raise money. Now you got a bunch of millionaires that profited off of Black Lives Mattering.
And
everybody emotional, donating to the cause, like, yeah, because Black Lives Matter, blah, blah. And these motherfuckers here is scheming motherfuckers.
Scheming.
They don't give a fuck about the cause. They making money.
Yeah. Because and it goes back to what I said. And I love how the world proves my point. We are inherently evil. Not just men. I'm talking about people in general. We are inherently evil, bro. We are fucked up. The people who do good in the world, them people put in the work.
I put in effort.
It's way easier. Yeah, we talked about this before. It's way easier to be fucked up than it is to be good. And you know how, but then you got to realize when you're being good, you don't get rewards for that shit. The man that steps in front of a punch or a bullet for a woman, that nigga don't get rewarded. That nigga died and we move on.
Keep pushing.
We move on.
Yeah.
There's no reward for being good. So you got to be good without getting rewarded.
Ease goes unpunished.
Exactly. So you have to be good despite the reward. But you know, us as people, we don't want to do shit where we don't get no acknowledgement, no reward, no kind of affirmations for it. So most people not finna do that shit.
Right.
And you know, and it's people hate to hear that, but I'm just being honest. I'm just telling you the truth, nigga. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just telling you what it is. Because like I tell people, I used to tell my baby mama this all the time. We could talk about what it is, or we could talk about what it should be. Now, if you want to talk about what it should be, we could talk about that shit to the cows
Talking about
come home
all day and shit.
Yeah, but that shit ain't gonna change what it is. We could talk about it, but it ain't gonna change nothing. You got to talk about what it is, and what it is it's fucked up. And now you got to learn how to maneuver through the fucked upness. You know what I'm saying? And people don't know how to maneuver through the fucked upness because, and this is why I fuck with Charleston White. I'm not saying that Charleston White is right about everything he says, but that nigga is intelligent, bro. And people would not. He hated on just like Trump and just like Elon Musk. The nigga tell you the shit you don't want to hear, and people get mad at him. But everything he's saying is facts, nigga. Why would I turn around and support black people when all black people do is kill black people? You mad at them, but it's true. You want to blame white people for everything. Go ahead.
Did you see the one with him and KKK?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Hey, I watch. The one thing about me is I watch Charleston White. Yeah. Because I knew I followed Charleston White before he turned into the spectacle that is Charleston White right now. You know, I looked into his and the crazy part, he spoke about this when he was being that not saying nigga dressed up, going to the courthouse, going to the Senate, doing all this shit. You niggas wasn't listening to this nigga. Yeah. So what he did, he got smart and he said, you know what? I gotta talk how these rappers talk.
Language.
I gotta talk how these niggas talk. Then when this nigga start talking your language, now you're mad at him. Nah, nigga. The nigga right, bro. You niggas, like I said, we'll go around and kill each other for nothing. But like I said, you won't go slide on them crackers that did that shit. You won't go slide on them police officers that did that. You won't slide on nobody but your own people. Yeah, you won't do you now. You want to protest. When it comes to somebody else doing some fucked up shit, we'll protest. But if it's our own community, we gonna slide on these niggas. Like I said, we tear each other down from the inside. The quickest way to destroy an empire is from the inside. And white people know that. So they just let black people tear themselves up from the inside. We'll call each other lames. We'll call each other all this shit. Make it seem like we're irrelevant. Oh, don't fuck with that nigga. He a square. Don't do this, this. And then we be like, oh, a white man come and call a black girl a nappy-headed nigga. Now we up in uproar. Oh, Lord. But you just called that same girl a nappy-headed nigga yourself. It's okay for you to do it, but it ain't okay. It's like, and it, like I said, people will be like, oh, I can joan on my brother, but nobody else can. Bitch, you shouldn't be joning on your fucking brother. You shouldn't be beating on your brother. Fucking nobody should be doing that shit. But like I said, we'll think that, oh, it's okay. If we do it to each other, it's okay. No, nigga, it's not okay. And when somebody speak out against it, now we not black. Black people love to tell other black people you're
cool.
Black people quick. One thing white people ain't gonna do is say that somebody ain't white. Right. White people love white people. We the only race that's so quick to say that somebody ain't somebody because we don't fuck with them. You know, like because they don't have the same views as us. They don't have the same political views. And the crazy part is the people who you admire the most is the ones doing it. Look at D.L. Hughley. Look at Dr. Umar. These two niggas don't like each other, but they spewing the same rhetoric just at a different platform. Because what's his name? D.L. Hughley say that you ain't black if you vote for Trump. Umar say you ain't black if you fuck with white women. Both of you niggas trying to think that you could tell a motherfucker who is black and who is not black. Yeah, how the fuck who told you could do that shit? Who gave you the power to determine whether about somebody black card could be revoked? And you know, it started, and the crazy part is most of the time in the hood, shit start off as a joke. If you do some shit like right, we might joke with you say, "Oh, bro, we're gonna pull your black card." It's all out of joking. You motherfuckers will take that shit to the extreme though.
Literally, like,
you will really try to make a motherfucker not be accepted amongst motherfuckers, bro. Just like what's her name? What's the light-skinned chick? She a comedian, Amanda Seales. She quit to try to tear down somebody that's black just because they don't have the same views as her or the same. And that's what I'm saying. We as black people, we quick to try to kick a motherfucker out of the goddamn black community. And then when the motherfuckers leave, you get mad at them.
Yeah. Oh, he sold out.
Yeah, he sold out. He went and started messing with Asian women. Nigga, you just told me I'm not allowed to be with you, nigga.
So now what?
Yeah, but what people want is they want you to be isolated from everybody. If we don't accept you, we don't want the white people to accept you. We don't want the Thai, the Asian, the Mexican. We want you to be
mercy.
Yeah, we want you to come back and beg us to be a part of us, and you got to do what we say in order to. And it's just weird, bro. Like, and then when the motherfucker say, "Hey, I don't care about being accepted by y'all," oh, that coon ass nigga, he against black people, bro. We quick to tear each other down, bro. We quick to kick a nigga out of the group. We quick to quit. Like, it's weird, bro. Motherfuckers is weird, dog.
Niggas being niggas. Black, hey, got black. You heard about the black fatigue?
Nah.
So,
what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna do a quick search, right quick. So basically, it's just a bunch of white folks are starting to have. It kind of started there, starting to have black fatigue. So they start giving folk by these. You know how black folks always victimized, and now they going around beating up motherfucker and doing nigga activities and shit. And it basically motherfuckers they getting tired of it.
Okay.
And they like tired of niggas. So motherfucker, you know, you go on CNN, they do the race bait where black this and that.
Oh, yeah.
And they had one lady up there and she was like, "Oh, do you sometimes say the word, the N-word?"
Yeah.
Say it all the time.
Yeah.
The motherfucker just basically getting tired of niggas and like, fuck that. We're not, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got the motherfucker that's with the D, all that shit. Now you got motherfucker like, nah, fuck that. We no longer going for y'all bullshit. You know
but you know what's crazy to me is that when that white lady came and said that, we got, like I said, we got outraged.
Right.
Why is you outraged? You know some white people out there that hate niggas. Like, it's not surprising. What you should have told her was, thank you for letting us know where you stand.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta do. You know where she stands. But like I said,
that one thing about the South, though. One thing I always like about the South, whatever, motherfucker
them crackers gonna let you know. Yeah, they don't fuck with you. They gonna let you know they don't fuck with you. And like I said, you gonna go down south, you gonna see black people that don't fuck with white people, and they not gonna hide it. You gonna meet black people that I don't fuck with crackers at all. Like, it's
like,
cool.
Yeah, I realize black people even just as racist.
Yeah. And it's just like, but black people, you can't say that to black people because black people don't feel like they could be racist because racism has been done to them. Oh yeah.
Take your black card, kick
They're gonna kick it. Yeah. You can't say that black people are racist. And but yet we'll sit there and we'll make movies showing how black people can be racist and still say that man not racist.
Right.
And because like I said, people live in their trauma. People live with being the victim. So you can't see anybody else being the victim because you're the victim. And until you get justice for your victimization, you can't see anybody else. And it's just weird because I seen some dude say, and I thought it was funny, because a lot of racism is funny to me. I seen this black dude say that he can't see how a black man can go be with a white woman who would have sold him in slavery. And I think that shit, when he said it, all I could do is laugh because it's funny to me. Because you can't see how a black man or a black woman could go be with a white man or somebody else because of slavery, but you could see how a black woman could be with a black man and he beat on her. I guess you could see that shit. Or you could see how a black man could be with a black woman and she beat on him or she sent him to prison on some lies. And that's what I'm saying. It's okay for us to hurt each other, but it's not okay for somebody else to hurt us. And that's a bad way to look at life. You shouldn't, like, it shouldn't be okay just because we match the same skin color. You so that you just buying into the stereotype of racism and prejudice and all the shit that you're trying to fight against, yet you incorporate it in everything that's your life is about.
Right, and that's the crazy part because we segregate ourselves and all types of shit. Motherfucker that tell you, like, except for black people, will tell you, like, the motherfucker that helped them the most, or the first one that helped, wasn't black people.
Wasn't black people. That's the craziest thing about, and that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. 90 times, a high percentage of the time when you got help, it wasn't some other black person. It was probably somebody white that gave you the fucking chance that you needed, because niggas don't give each other chances because, like they say, we're crabs in the bucket. We don't want to see a nigga grow if we ain't growing with them. But the thing about it is, and this is why I say people don't like having this conversation because it's uncomfortable. People don't like having uncomfortable conversations. They don't want to hear the truth. But the thing is, bro, you'll defend, like I said, you'll go and defend, like, I don't agree with what's his name getting his knee put on what's his name neck.
Right.
But let's not celebrate this nigga that like he was out here doing good in the community. Don't make it seem like he was this, because the one thing about black people is when they kid could be a terrorist to the community. And then when he died, they'll get on there and cry and talk about how good of a person. No, this nigga was horrible.
Nigga was a
horrible person, bro.
Terrorizing the neighborhood.
Stop trying to make it seem like this person was some good person. This nigga was horrible. And usually when you're a fucked up person, fucked up shit happen to you. And I'm not saying that every time, I'm not saying that everybody is fucked up that get done wrong by something. But what I'm saying is, I done seen it. I done seen people that sit here and try to make it seem like a person who was like the worst person in the world. Nigga done robbed people, killed people in your community. Then all of a sudden, he gets shot by the police. And now we in an outrage. Like, this nigga was terrorizing the block for years, nigga.
Years, had motherfuckers scared to come outside and shit.
Took many of your kids, took all your babies away from you. It was cool when he did it. Nobody snitched on this nigga because we black people, we got this code that no snitching. This nigga done terrorized, took people's lives, and you was okay with it. Then when the police come take this nigga live because he done decided to take his ass over there to the white people's side and do that shit, and they said, nah, nigga, we not allowing that over here. Now it's, oh my goodness, justice for Pookie. Pookie is a mass murderer. Look at King Von. People love King Von. King Von is a serial killer. This nigga been murdering niggas in Chicago, taking your sons away from you. And you love that nigga. You sing his songs word for fucking word, nigga.
And a lot of motherfuckers live vicariously through that, though. A lot of motherfuckers never grew up in their environment. They live vicariously through that. And that's their way.
And then you get mad when you see white people rapping his songs and saying nigga. Wow. Oh, you can't say that shit. Man, shut that shit up, bro. And that's why I say, we love gang culture. Right. We love destruction. We love that shit. We embody that shit. And people will say, oh, that's all we knew. Okay, yeah, that's all we did know. So we supposed to just keep staying in that shit? Or is you gonna try to get better?
Ignorant. Keep being
you gonna keep, you gonna keep living in that shit, or you gonna try to make a change? And then when you try to make a change, now you a square. Like I just seen this, and then like I say, we give motherfuckers a platform that don't deserve platforms. You give these young YN niggas platform and they talking about Swiss cheese and a nigga, and I walk around with my shit, and if a nigga say the wrong thing, I Swiss cheese his ass, and we'll run up 1 million views for that shit.
Yep. No, hey, don't feel bad about it at all.
Don't feel bad about it, knowing that this nigga probably is really out here Swiss cheesing your people. You'll up the views on that shit though. You'll get 1 million views of that. You see people fighting, you'll see a nigga get knocked out. You'll up the views on that shit. But let it be some positive shit, some shit, you ain't gonna get too many views on that shit. And that's why I sit there and say, bro, we just be talking. You niggas, a lot of people just be talking.
Talking for years, for decades, motherfucker been talking.
Yeah, you talk about it and you talking about how you won't change, no action behind it. Because people think that if you get on this social media and you do a podcast and you say this, and like, man, listen, that's why I don't sit here and try to portray myself as something that I'm not. Like, nigga, I know me. And I'm not saying that I don't like gang music. I used to listen to it and I still do. I like a lot of shit, but I'm not out here reacting what I listen to. I might listen to some nigga saying he gonna Swiss cheese, but do you think I go out there and now I'm outside with the energy of let me Swiss cheese a nigga? Hell no, bro. That's what I'm saying.
And I get black shit. I've been tired of these niggas. Like black for tea, that's ain't it. I've been tired.
I've been tired of these niggas. But that's why a lot of us black men, we leave America.
Right.
Because I don't want to sit here and have to deal with the fact that I might walk down the street and because I don't wear the same colors as a nigga, or my colors don't fit this block, I might get killed, or I might have to kill a nigga to stop that nigga from killing me. And who want to live like that shit? Who want to constantly, like I said, I don't go play, bruh, I got guns. But the one thing I don't do no more is go to places where I feel like I need a gun. I don't go places like that. I don't go places. Once I go someplace, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and Bo, you know this. I've been like this for years. If I go someplace and I see too many niggas, not black folks, too many niggas, I'ma leave.
I don't need to be in this motherfucker.
All right, I don't need to be in this spot. And people be like, oh, you always going to white spots. Because I know I could go to a white spot, sit down, enjoy myself, and leave, and not have to worry about some nigga scrapping in the corner. And next thing you know, he done pulled out his gun and he done accidentally shot somebody. Like you said, just like at the airport. I saw, that's what I'm saying. You can't take niggas nowhere. I saw at the airport. Right. I don't know what airport is this, but some people got into a fight. Some black people got a fight. Bitch, that shit turned into a big ass brawl, nigga.
I seen that shit. I seen some shit like that.
I'm talking about fucking up all kind of shit, bro. For what, bro? For what? What the fuck? Like I said, because Charleston White said it. Us as black people, we haven't taught our people how to conflict resolution. We don't know about conflict resolution. All we know is a nigga disrespect me, let me pull out my pistol, let me put my hands on this motherfucker. Nigga don't know how to just let a nigga have it and walk away because you're proud or you a man or fuck all that shit. Niggas willing to crash out for and niggas will say, I just need 10 years of balling and then I'm willing to go spend 30 years in prison. You're a fucking dummy.
Jackass.
Oh, sounds stupid to me. But like I said, I'm not here to judge you and act on it. I'm going to judge the fuck out you. But I ain't finna act on the judgment that I give you. Because like I said, I have done my share of fucked up shit. And I've learned from it. And I learned that I can't be around certain niggas. Just like I can't be around certain crackers. I can't be around certain Spanish people. Because certain people love destruction. I don't care what race you are. Certain people just love destruction. And I'm about building. I'm about growth. I'm about longevity. You know what I'm saying? So I separate myself from people like that. Real change. And that's why I'm glad that and I'm gonna finish because I know I've been on a little rampant, and I'm gonna finish and give it to you. But that's why I choose the people that I hang around. And when the black dude was like, "Do you make your friends accountability?" I chose people that I don't have to worry about making sure that they're accountable because I already know that these niggas gonna hold. I don't hang around people that's not standing in that kind of space.
Protecting your energy. You know what I'm saying? Why
Yeah.
would I be around motherfucker I gotta hold accountable? It just and it goes the same with female that say, "Oh, you gotta earn it. You gotta make me feel." No, you gotta hold your own.
Yeah.
Men gotta be able to hold their own, and female gotta
Mhm.
be able to be feminine them fucking self. I'm not
Mhm.
finna hang around, nigga. I don't even hang around that many motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Even now, I feel like I'm hanging out way more, but still not as more you as most. But I don't even when I
Yeah.
go out with people I do hang around. A lot of them I do fuck with. I go out. I still be segregating my own little box. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I just never need like I never been a motherfucker that needs somebody to go out with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell, if the motherfucker don't go out, then I gotta stay home. No, I never been that motherfucker. You know, if we go out, it's cool. But even when I go
Yeah.
out, I still have that, you know what I'm saying, by myself
Yeah.
vibe. You know, I still check, make
Mhm.
sure everybody good, this and that. But I'm not, nah,
I
bro.
feel
I'm
you.
so
Now
like,
I feel
hey,
you.
I ain't with all that bullshit. The
I'm
vibe
not
ain't
with.
right in the
Yeah.
motherfucker. All right, I'm about to roll. I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm quit to disappear. They see me one time and that thing, no, it hit me up. Shit, where you at? Shit, I'm at the crib.
Yeah. I'm
Like,
just
I'm not
like
finna.
I told my homeboy this. I said, listen, I like being home because that's where I spend my money the most. Most of my money go to my home. So
Right.
why would I be
Shit.
somewhere else
Yeah.
besides in this motherfucker, bro?
Why would I not be able to enjoy my home? Man? I gotta enjoy my
Yeah,
home.
why would I
Everybody
not
should be able to enjoy
spend
their home.
90% of my time in my crib because that bitch get all my money? And
And
I
it's a
refuse.
shit that one of the people out back in Virginia a little while back, a couple decades ago, like a chick said some shit like made perfect sense. Like you gotta spend money on your bed. Like that's just an example. Like
Mm-hmm.
I told me like you gotta spend money on your
Mm-hmm.
bed. You gonna sleep on it. You gonna
Fact.
be on there the most. You gotta make
The
sure
most.
that's right. So me,
You
I'm
gotta make
like,
sure that
you
bitch
gotta enjoy
comfortable.
your household. I don't know everybody
Ain't
else, but
nobody.
I enjoy it. Not just I ain't gonna say I enjoy it. I was very comfortable doing 2020. I enjoyed
Mm-hmm.
my house the whole time. At the crib, I'm having parties by myself, have bottles and popping and shit. I I enjoyed it, man.
Ah, I
I had
feel you,
fun.
nigga.
I enjoyed it. I was having fuck your couch, sit on couch and shit, party.
Yeah.
Have my music
Mm-hmm.
blasting, man. Enjoy my even through New Year. I'm up here. Hey, I enjoyed it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And thing about it, if you can enjoy yourself, you can enjoy the company of other people. You know,
Exactly.
I'm not like a lot of people like going to a club. It should be so packed, can't move. How y'all like
Yeah.
this shit? Y'all just stand around and look at motherfuckers. I don't like packed clubs, man. I like to be able to have space so I like it be people there. But I like to have space so I can do my two steps, man. So I can
Yeah,
get
two
my
step. But
thing.
we like to dance though. We'll get on the
Yeah,
dance floor and we'll cut a rug. But we just like I don't like people being. I don't like going places where it's too much niggas because
right.
it puts me in a different kind of mind frame that I shouldn't be in.
My
When I
anxiety
see
kicks
too
in,
many,
man.
yeah, when I see too many niggas and I see too much going on, now I can't even enjoy myself because I'm too busy
Mm.
watching what niggas do.
Now I'm on alert mode
Because
the whole
yeah,
time.
I'm on alert
Now
mode. I can't.
I'm uncomfortable. People keep
Mm-hmm.
bumping into me. I can't get nowhere. I can't move
Yeah,
around. Like, how do y'all like this shit? I
I
cannot.
be
I
wondering the
always hated
same
being in
thing.
pack. I don't want to be there. Like, I'd rather go somewhere that's chill, man. I'd
Yeah,
rather go somewhere I can get a
facts.
nice little lounge with love. And motherfucker don't even be enjoying. Motherfucker like going to places. Motherfucker call good place a good time, lit time, whatever, cause it's packed. Nobody dance, it's just
Yeah,
packing everybody in everybody way.
yeah.
Like that's not fun.
And that's what I don't like. I like to go places where it ain't too many people. I
Exactly.
like to go place where it's like if I walk by a club and they like, damn, that bitch empty. Yeah, let's go in this bitch.
Yeah.
Let's go and hit.
I'm a motherfucker. I like more a brunch environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I said, I like more bars than actual clubs. I'm a bar person because like I like to go someplace where I can sit down, order some food, watch my stuff, have good music, talk to somebody and can hear what they saying instead of trying to scream over that shit.
The damn
I just
speakers
like
not
places
blowing
like
out your eardrum and shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like to go places where people can't. I like to go places where you can't get too drunk. I like to wear places where a motherfucker will cut you off if they see you drink. All right, you had enough. Yeah, let's get you up out of it. I like places like that because that means that that place cares about you. It doesn't want you to not have a good time.
It might be a Bahrain thing or whatever. I like going to spaces where you go there, meet motherfucker, and motherfucker like, hey, we going here after that. We going this way after that. I bet. And after that, oh, we going to old boy crib. We going to our crib. Come to our crib.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the type of shit I like. You know what I'm saying? Well, at the end of the night, you probably gonna have some new box at the end of the night or some shit.
Exactly.
But everybody on the same type of time, man. You know what I'm saying? You go out, you put your suit on, dress and press on, and rock out, man. And then come there, they sit against the wall, all that shit. Everybody there having a good time, man. Everybody grown. Everybody on their grown tip. Could just be me getting old. Hey.
There's definitely a part of it, but I can honestly say, whenever I have went, but like the one thing I can truly admit, and because I done been a lot of places, most places I go because I'm so particular about where I go, I don't have problems. Like there's not problems because I don't put myself around people
issues
that have problems, bro. Issues.
Even my whole time overseas, bro. Every time I go, I never had. Only time I ever had problem overseas is when I go out with somebody else. When I'm by myself, I don't have no type of issue.
Whenever I go hang out by myself or hang out with people that's like-minded like me, I never have a problem. It's always when you go out with that, and I'm gonna be honest, half of the time I go out is usually a friend of a friend who acting wild, and now I'm caught up in some shit because of somebody else shit. And because I'm a good friend, I never leave niggas, you know, no man left behind type shit. But for the most part, but now me getting older, if I see your homeboy tripping, I'm gonna let you know, hey, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna let you know, hey, take your boy outside for a call.
Go check your dog, bro.
Hey,
this nigga tripping, bro.
I'm the motherfucker now. Hey, I call law on you. Hey, you out here, hey, your fucking kids outside selling lemonade, ain't got the proper documents, I'm calling the law on you.
Reporting your ass.
Hey,
you a fool.
Man, we don't need no fucking loitering around.
Oh, you're a fucking fool, bro. Nah, God. Yeah, man. I'm just not for the extra shit, bro. I like to go places where we can have a good time and we can leave and we ain't got a word. I'm okay with coming back and not having a story to tell about what happened. I think people like going back and, man, you know the wild shit that I'm cool with going out, and they were like, man, how was night? Shit, it was good. Oh, what happened? Nothing, man. It was just a smooth night. Got drunk, hollered at a couple of females. Enjoyed some
now
music,
I'll be like, shit. They like, what happened, nigga? They had some nice food at this brunch, bro. That shit.
Yeah, they had some good food. I want to say, good food. Oh, they made they drink strong, bro. They got some good drinks. The bartender them, they was cool. Like, I don't want to go someplace where it's always some kind of shit popping off.
Hell no.
Like, I'm good on that shit.
Oh, shit, this is nice. Take a picture of this.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm good on that shit. I know, I'm gonna tell you, I know I'm changing because you know what I want to do? I want to go on a hot air balloon with a bitch. I want to get me I want to get me a little chick. And I want me and her to go do some hot air balloon shit, some shit that white people do. Like, let's go get on a hot air balloon and turn that bitch into a picnic inside the hot air balloon. Let's get us a basket, get us our wine, nigga. Let's sit this bitch and just float and just chill, bro. Let's just chill and relax, nigga. I like that shit, bro. And you know, and I just me wanting to do a hot air balloon. I just thought about this shit like maybe yesterday or the day before. I don't know what the fuck I was watching, And I was just like, it didn't have nothing to do with hot air balloons.
Yeah.
I was just watching something and I was like, you know what I do that I'd never done? I was like, man, I would love to get in a hot air balloon with a chick and do like a little date thing where we just picnic in the hot air balloon. We, go look at sights and just float and just chill. Man, that's the kind of nigga I am now, bro. Listen, let's go to the park. Let's roll us a blunt. Let's have a picnic. Let's drink our shit. Let's just chill. I don't need to do no more exciting shit in that sense. Like, I don't need to be around niggas and feel the thrill of being a nigga in the streets type shit. I'm good on that. I like and I think that's why I need older women. I need older women who just like doing casual shit and enjoy it. Let's go get us a bottle of wine and let's go do that paint and sip wine shit. Let's go to a pottery class. Let's go make pottery together. Like,
you know what I
cool
enjoy
with that
doing?
kind of shit.
Especially with a lady. Zumba.
Yeah.
That's my shit.
I used to love Zumba. But I'm gonna tell you a lot of time, man. I know this is fucked up, but I remember going to this Zumba class at LA Fitness back in Florida, bro. In Orlando. Some of you forgive me. Some of you women need to check y'all body odor. Listen, I went to this one Zumba class, bro.
Yeah.
And of course I went in there, and this is probably God letting me know that I went in there with ill intentions. Because I followed this one chick in there, and she was so bad.
Yeah.
So I followed her into this Zumba class. And I'm like, okay, man, there's a whole bunch of women coming in and boom, boom. I'm like, oh, yeah, this bitch lit. They got on the spandex, ass everywhere, bouncing. I'm in there, we moving. Next thing you know, got a little odor in this motherfucker, bro. Like, the fuck is that smell? You know how and I don't know why, even though I knew it wasn't me, you always smell yourself first.
Me? Self-verification.
But that odor wasn't the odor of sweat and like just mud,
vagina juice.
It was women. Yeah, it was that. It was it's vagina. It was strong.
Yeah.
And it was so strong that it burned the nostril and eyes to the point where I left out early. And I remember leaving out early, and one of the girls came out, and she was like, "You left because of the smell too?" I was like, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but hell yeah.
Say shit, huh?
Somebody, a couple of y'all in that motherfucker, y'all need to go do a deep clean. Like, to me, that's rude as fuck. If you know that and I hate women who act like they don't smell themselves.
Right.
And you know I hate that shit because we done had that one time with that one chick. It's nothing worse than a bitch having a body odor from her vagina and try to act like she don't smell that shit, bro.
You act like you don't smell none of that shit, huh?
So you don't smell, so I'm the only one smelling something? Like nobody else smell this shit? And I'm not saying call this person out.
Right.
What I'm saying is take a break, casually say, hey, we finna take a 10-minute break. I want y'all to go freshen up and come back. That's all you gotta say.
Watch break. Yeah.
The person who know they smell, they gonna take the hint, go fucking freshen up and come the fuck back. Because like I said, I can handle musk.
To not be able to smell yourself anymore.
Exactly. I can handle musk and sweat. A man can handle musk and sweat because we used to doing physical activity where you gonna get musky and sweaty if you're doing hard labor, playing any kind of sport. And I understand some people some people musk is stronger than others. I would never shame somebody.
Clock out in 1 minute.
Yeah. But you're not finna fucking stink like that. And that shit just bothers me. I know that shit ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Like, and then walking around and then try to get that pussy to somebody. That's the crazy part.
Niggas still gonna take
it. Some niggas will, bro. Some niggas will.
Still gonna take that little stinky puss, that little muscle puss.
But little stinky puss. A little stinking pussy.
Little mustard
But
pork.
man, hey man, we almost done, boy. We about to hit this 4-hour mark, boy.
Yeah. They
We
probably
need to
got to stop
call it
before I
a day.
realized at the 4 hour mark, it no longer it's too big after that.
Oh yeah, shut that bitch down now. Nigga.